Hey, 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 hey. Hope all y'all doing well today, you know what I'm saying? Hope all y'all doing well today. Today, I'm gonna be drinking, chatting, and opening packages for 1 hour. Probably more than 1 hour, though, I will readily acknowledge, as I do tend to put 1 hour in the title of the stream and then go for 4 hours. We'll find out what actually happens though, but as a whole, I am very excited to drink a little bit today, to chat just a little bit more so than not with y'all today, to answer any questions y'all may have, and I'm also looking forward to opening 4 different packages that I've recently received at my P.O. box / were given to me in person by one of y'all. Today, I've got some Captain Morgan's original spiced rum. I've also got myself a little bit of Coca-Cola off screen along with some lime juice as well. And as a whole, I am very excited to mix myself up a couple rum and cokes today. But I hope all y'all are doing well. I know I certainly am. I had a good day to say the least, and I hope y'all have had a great day as well. Thank you so much for the gifted sub, Mr. Chris from HR. Appreciate the gifted sub, my man. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for the gifted sub. Hope you're enjoying the live stream. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you're having a good one as a whole. Appreciate the support. Once again, Mr. Chris from HR. And how's it going as well? Mr. Please Already, Mr. Zealot, Mr. First Last, Mr. VO Noob, Milkies, Mr. Hamilton Keener, D Crash, Zach, T exclamation point, NGER underscore. How's it going, Mr. Fede, Mr. Morbid Maine? Hope all y'all doing well, you know what I'm saying? How's it going? Zico dos Italianos. How's it going, Whippy, Hamilton, Keemer, Mr. Daggerbert, Guap, Mr. Lionel. Hope all y'all doing well, you know what I'm saying? Hope all y'all doing well. Hope all y'all having a great one as a whole. Appreciate y'all stopping by. I think before I really get any further into the stream, I should probably go ahead and mix myself up a drink now, shouldn't I? What do y'all think? I should probably mix myself up a little bit of a drink. And to drink out of today, I have a Crown Royale glass. As we can see, it's got Crown Royale right there, kind of put on the glass itself. This is a good old dollar thrift shop glass, so certainly no complaints on my behalf. And it also just says Crown Royale down there as well. It's a keeper. It's a keeper in my personal opinion. Hamilton Keener. Did I say Keemer by accident? I meant Keener. my condolences, my man. You are now Hamilton Keemer from now on. Hamilton Keemstar from now on. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to make that joke twice. It's cold AF. It's not like super chilly in my local area, but it is currently 40 degrees outside and quite wet. That's why I'm inside today. I'm not going to be smoking during today's stream, I will acknowledge. I don't smoke inside my room or anything like that kind of thing, so not going to be smoking inside, but I will be drinking. And the reason why I'm not outside today is 1, because it's cold, and 2, because it's rainy, and I don't want to get my entire setup very, very, very wet. Because it would kind of suck to have my computer get ruined due to that, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. But, without further ado, y'all, let's go ahead. It's drinking temperature for sure. I can agree with that. Go outside, have a nice drink, and then you warm up due to it. That's what I'm saying, my man. That's what I'm saying. Let's go and get this all opened up. And let's go ahead and pour myself a little bit of Captain Morgan in my glass. Ooh. Just like that. That should be perfect. That should be plenty for the moment. Hey, appreciate the tier 1 sub, Mr. George Cullinan. Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub, my man. Appreciate the last 2 months of tier 1 subscription. Thank you so much for the support, my man. I do appreciate it. You're just saying, have a drink for me, Jacob. Hey, that's what I'm about to do. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm about to do. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much for the 2-month tier 1 sub. Once again, George Cullinan. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. And thank you so much as well for the donation, Mr. Richard Stallman. You're just saying first donor of the stream. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Hope you're having a good one, my man. Hope you're enjoying the stream so far. And hope you're just having a wonderful day as a whole. Got a couple packages to unbox. So I think after I get my drink all mixed up and after I chat for just a couple minutes, I think I'm going to go ahead and open those up as well. But thank you so much for the donation. Once again, Richard Stallman. I appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the live stream. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you're having a good one as a whole. And hope you're just having a fantastic, wonderful time. Yes, sir. I'm trying to get the lid off my Coca-Cola, and it's really not wanting to come off. There we go. Finally got it off. It took me long enough. There we go. There we go. Yes, sir. What happened to the chat on YouTube? Nothing from what I know. Is anything wrong on y'all's side over on YouTube? YouTube chat should be running just fine. It's running just fine on my side. I'm multi-streaming right now, for context. Got some lime juice with me today as well. Gonna open up my lime juice real quick. Yeah, there we go. There we go. No complaints on my behalf. I'll put my trash down too. Don't need my trash on my desk. I'll put that on my cooler. I was driving home though. Today I decided to go pick up some packages at the P.O. box. And on the way home I decided to run by the liquor store as well. And honestly, I think it's a really good thing I went by the liquor store, because on my way home there were 2 crashes that were not there when I was going to the P.O. box and to the liquor store. And one of them was really bad. The entire intersection was shut down, and I had to go a completely different way home. It was insane how bad that crash was. The door was taken off, looked like it had been taken off by the fire department. It looked like it was that bad of a crash. I was like, damn, bruh. And then there's another one where it just looked like somebody hit something and then the other person ran. Because, man, the front of their car was messed up, but there was nothing there that they could have hit besides another car, so I think somebody just ran. I was like, man, lots of crashes today. And then, like, it started raining right when it got dark, so I'm not terribly surprised that was the case, but that was the case, to my surprise. Let's go and take a sip of my drink, though. Yes, sir. I think I put in a little bit too much rum, but you know, it's A-okay. No complaints on my behalf. That is for sure. And overall, you know, solid drink. Solid drink. Your bum is on the Swedish? Your bum is on the Swedish what? The Swedish what, my man? That was pretty sus, my man. Going to be watching a Jacob Jones stream while smoking and drinking at 3 a.m. in my room, and I will admit I am very excited to do so. Hey, glad to hear you are excited. Hell yeah, my man. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. When are we getting a Discord server? I'm not going to be doing a Discord server. I've considered doing a Discord server in the past. It's been something that's been requested previously. After looking into it, after looking at other people's experiences with making a Discord server for their community, I have opted not to do it. One, I don't really use Discord pretty much at all, except to game with friends, in all honesty. I pretty much use Discord like I used to use Skype when I was 12 years old, chatting with friends, playing video games online. So one, I'm just not really on Discord for, like, community server reasons and whatnot, I'll acknowledge. Two, I am not on Discord enough to really moderate anything, I'll acknowledge as well. Nor do I really have any desire to moderate a Discord. And I don't have any money to pay moderators either. So I would be having to have people do it for free, and I'm just not really willing to do that, in all honesty. Especially since I don't know, I've seen many cases where moderators abuse their power, and that's not something I would want to happen on my own Discord channel. And then three, what was the third reason? It just, a lot of Discords can just get really toxic really fast. I've seen so much nasty stuff, or I've not seen it personally, but I've heard that there's been so much nasty stuff posted on YouTube or Discords and whatnot that it's just not something I want to deal with personally. And so as such, I have no intention of making a Discord server or anything like that kind of thing, I will acknowledge. It's not something I do plan on doing. However, there is a subreddit for the channel. It's Jacob fucking Jones, the subreddit. It's not moderated by me. It wasn't created by me. It was created by another person. I am on there looking at posts every once in a while, I'll acknowledge. But if you would like to have a place to chat about the channel and whatnot besides Discord, then I think the subreddit is probably the best place to go. And so there's, as said, the Jacob fucking Jones subreddit, which I do recommend checking out. Great lighter from the new Video Man. The Marlboro lighter from your collection is from the 2011 Marlboro Ferrari F1 sponsorship. There are around 7 different designs online, and this piston design is very rare. Dead ass. Great find, and hope you enjoy your time with it. Interesting. I didn't realize it was that new, in all honesty. I figured it was probably from the early 2000s, in all honesty. So that is very, very, very interesting to hear. Very cool. I am going to have to copy that information real quick. Genuinely, I'm actually copy and pasting that information into a little text document because I want to have that information for the future. So thank you so much for the information, Mr. Eric Static 2008. I do appreciate it. Gone ahead and copied that information, gone ahead and stolen it, to say the least. And I appreciate the information, and I'm glad to hear the one I have is a little bit rarer than not. I can't take credit for the purchase of the lighter that was featured in today's video on the main channel. I can't take credit for the purchase of that lighter, I will acknowledge, because it was actually a family member that bought it for me. However, I'm still very happy to have it. I'm still very glad that it works, and it is a fine addition to the collection, to say the least. Go check out that video after the stream if you guys haven't already. Highly recommend. I lit up a cigarette with a Marlboro Jet lighter that looks like a piston, and it's a fantastic video. Highly recommend. You know what I'm saying? Highly recommend. Hey, have a good one. Zico dos Italianos. Have a good one, my man. Stay safe, yo. Stay safe. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thoughts on Camel Crush? Gay. Just kidding. I don't mind Camel Crush. I think a lot of people that do smoke Camel Crush, though, are probably gay. I mean, no offense. Of course. I mean, no offense. But Camel Crush, I don't mind them. I'm not really a menthol person, but I do think that they are solid quality cigarettes for the price. And I'd have to say my favorite out of the Camel Crush line would have to be the Camel Crush Rich. Those are the ones that are non-menthol at the beginning and are menthol once you pop a pop capsule. And since I'm not really a menthol person, that's more appealing to me because I can choose whether I want my cigarette to be menthol or not. It's not just menthol to more menthol, it's non-menthol to menthol. And that's something I really like, I will acknowledge. I've tried a couple different ones. I'd have to say my number one is probably the Camel Crush Rich, then probably the Camel Crush Smooth, then probably just the normal Camel Crushes, and my least favorite has got to be the Camel Crush Silvers because those are an ultralight and they're not really my personal thing, I'll acknowledge. Jacob Homophobia Jones. No. I support the LGBTQ plus community. I don't know how I support it, but I support it. I don't care if you're gay or not. I don't give a fuck. I'm just poking fun. Ooh, good rum and coke. Good rum and coke. No complaints. No complaints. Do I make content full-time? For the moment, yes. And I am very thankful to be in the opportunity where I can do that, I will acknowledge. Yes. Currently, I am making content full-time. It's not just YouTube. It's not just any one platform. It's a variety of different platforms. I'm not only on one platform making money by any means. It's certainly spread out between a lot of different places, which means I have a lot of tax forms. I have a lot of tax forms this year, I'll acknowledge. But yes, currently, thankfully, I am in a place where I am able to make content full-time, which is something that is honestly very insane and surreal to me, frankly put. So I'm very glad to be where I am. I'm glad to be... I'm glad the channel is where it is. I'm glad all of my platforms are where they at where they at today. And everything like that kind of thing. And I'm very thankful for y'all's support, and I'm very thankful that I'm able to do content full-time, and I absolutely love making content, so it's something I am very happy I am able to do full-time, I will readily acknowledge. But yeah, to say the least, yes, that is a yes. The only thing Jacob is afraid of is running out of cigarettes. True. I get like halfway through a cigarette pack, and I go pick up another pack. That's not a joke, by the way. I get halfway through a pack of American Spirit Blacks, and I go get another pack. That is genuinely what I do. Not a joke. Bro, to let my girl get a shout out. It's her 23rd birthday today, and you streaming, bro? Hey, yo, shout out Zach's girlfriend. Shout out Zach's girlfriend, yo. Have a happy 23rd. Zach, you better treat her good on her 23rd, and you better treat her good every other day for all eternity as well. Don't be dissing her by any means. You know, she better be treating you well. You better be treating her well. That's what I'm saying. Shout out Zach's girlfriend. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. He didn't even give his girlfriend's name. True. Honestly, though, understandable. Because with how people are online, man, if I gave out my girlfriend's name, all I would hear is jokes about my girlfriend's name. So I would just not even say it, honestly. Because people would just be shit posting and doing stuff kind of thing. So, yeah, I wouldn't say it either. Coming from a man who left his wife and child. Hey. Whoa. You didn't need to go there, man. How many cigarettes I smoke a day? Around about half a pack a day on average. These days, been around about, I'd have to say 6 to 8, because it has been a bit more chilly these days. Recently found you through your divorced dad videos. Hey, glad to hear you enjoying those, my man, and glad to hear you're able to find the channel due to those videos. Appreciate you stopping by, my man. Yes, sir. Hey, appreciate the donation as well. Mr. Nathan, thank you so much for the dono, my man. You're just saying, hi, Jacob. Could you wish my friend Chase a great day at Taco Bell before he has to go to work? He works in 20 minutes and is very bummed he has to leave your stream in 20 minutes. Hey, yo, shout out Chase. Chase that money, yo. Go to Taco Bell. Get that money, yo. That's what I'm saying. A job's a job, and you gotta chase that bag. You gotta get that money. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Ain't no shame in having to duck out of the stream to go to work. You gotta make money, and I'm just thankful y'all are stopping by, I'll be frank with y'all. Yo, have a great day at Taco Bell, Chase. Have a good one, my man. I'm wishing you the best. I hope you don't have no bad customers, and I hope you get to drink your stomach full of Baja Blast and Crunchwrap Supremes. I don't eat at Taco Bell. I can't eat anything at Taco Bell. Genuinely, I can't eat anything at Taco Bell. I have allergies. Oh, man. A Crunchwrap Supreme, though, always looks so good. A Crunchwrap Supreme always looks so good, I ain't gonna lie. Always looks so good. But, you know, Baja Blast is, well, gas. Baja Blast is the blast. That's what I'm talking about, so. Hey, yo, shout out. Shout out, Mr. Chase. Appreciate you stopping by before you shift to Taco Bell. Best of luck. Best of luck at Taco Bell tonight, my man. Today, my man. Whatever it may be for you. And get that bag, my man. Get that bag. Get that money. That's what I'm talking about, my man. I'm hoping you have the greatest shift on earth. And I'm hoping you have a great day as a whole. And I'm hoping you get your fill of Baja Blast. That's what I'm saying, my man. That's what I'm saying. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Hey, appreciate the dono as well, Mr. Chris from HR. You're just saying, what cigarette packs creeped on me strength-wise the most? Ooh, that's a very good question, because a lot of cigarettes that are strong kind of hit initially, but creeps up on me. I haven't really had it happen too much with cigarettes, but I have had it happen with cigars. in specific, it's happened a surprising amount with Black and Milds, where I'm smoking a Black and Mild, and I'm like, through the first third, and I'm like chilling. I'm like, I got a nice buzz going. And then the second third, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm way too buzzed right now. I've had that happen with Black and Milds a couple times, I'll acknowledge. I'm trying to think of cigarettes I've had that happen to, though. Ooh. Sometimes American Spirit Blacks are kind of like that, because it starts off and you're like, oh yeah, I'm feeling like a little bit of a buzz, and then you get to the end and it's all tarry and it hits kind of thing. So sometimes American Spirit Blacks can certainly be like that. I'd have to say probably Lucky Strike Unfiltereds definitely to me are like that a lot more so than not. Or sorry, not Lucky Strike Unfiltereds. Camel Unfiltereds are like that to me a lot. I'm smoking one, and I'm just kind of chilling most of the way through the cigarette, and then I get to the very end, and man, it starts hitting hard. Trying to think of any other ones that have really hit like that. I can't think of any. Yeah, Black and Milds, American Spirit Blacks, and I'd have to say the Camel Unfiltereds. Probably Lucky Strike Unfiltered too, and Pall Mall Unfiltereds, but it's been a minute since I've had those. But a lot of times, unfiltered cigarettes can kind of creep up on you, in my personal opinion. Especially if you try to smoke, like, past where it kind of wants you to. But thank you so much for the donation. Once again, Christopher Char, I do appreciate it. Hope I could answer your question to the full extent. And hope that was a good answer. Appreciate the dono once again, Mr. Christopher Char. And appreciate the dono as well, Mr. Valentino Stoner. You're saying, Dear Mr. Jones, I read your book while I was headed towards San Fran for my 21st birthday. Wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, the place. And your book is an absolute banger. Thanks again for the great content, Jacob. Hey, appreciate the kind words. Glad to hear San Fran was not as bad as of a place as he thought it was going to be. You had me in the first half with that comment. I'll acknowledge. You had me within the first half of that, and I think that was your goal. You did a good one with that, my man. That was a good one right there. You almost got me. You had me in the first half, my man. But thank you so much for the dono. Once again, Valentino Stoner, I do appreciate it. Glad to hear you enjoyed my book, my man. Glad to hear you enjoyed it. It's my first ever book I've written and actually self-published in its entirety, and I'm glad to hear you enjoyed it. Hopefully going to have another book coming up in the next month or so. I've been saying that for like the last month, but I'm still working on format and everything like that kind of thing. But hopefully going to have another book coming up sometime in the future. Let me just put it that way. It's already all written. I just need to format it. So look forward to that. It's going to be very different. And glad to hear you had a good time in San Francisco as well. I personally wouldn't really want to visit San Francisco. I don't know. But you're saying it's not as bad as you thought it was going to be. Maybe it's somewhere worth checking out.
Anonymous donated $5. Jacob, my wife is cramping my style and killing my vibe. Should I get a new one?
Good question. Good question. Also question, because I have my headphones not on. Right now I have it just going through speaker. Could y'all hear that text-to-speech dono twice? Or was it like A-okay? Just let me know. Just let me know. But appreciate the dono. Once again, Valentino Stoner, I do appreciate it. Glad to hear you enjoyed your time in San Fran. Hope you had a great 21st birthday, my man. Hope you had a great time, my man. Hope you enjoyed the, That distracted me, I ain't gonna lie. Appreciate the dono once again, Valentino Stoner. Hope you enjoyed your time in San Fran. I wouldn't mind visiting eventually, but I certainly wouldn't take my car there. And I hope you enjoyed your 21st. Happy birthday, my man. Happy birthday. Hope you had a great birthday, my man. And also glad to hear you enjoyed my book. Thank you so much for the support, my man. Thank you so much for the donation. And I hope you're enjoying live stream and hope you're having a great day. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good to hear the text speech. Glad to hear. Glad to hear. Was all right? All right. Good to hear. Good to hear. Mr. Anonymous, though, you're just saying, Jacob, my wife is cramping my style and killing my vibe. Should you get a new one? I mean, like, I'd have to say, before you decide whether you want to get a new wife or not, you should probably sit down, talk to her, and go, hey, look, I want to do these things kind of thing, and I understand you might not be the biggest fan of me doing these, but let's find some compromise. Talking through the problems in your relationship, trying to be understanding, not on one side, but on both sides, and trying to understand your partner's sort of thought process when they say things is a very important part of being in a relationship, in my personal opinion. And this is coming from someone who is divorced, of course, 100%. And so as such, before you decide whether you want to get a new wife or not, I'm thinking you should probably just speak to your wife about what's going on, kind of thing. And, you know, if she's not understanding and it's that big of a deal, then, you know, you got to do what you got to do. And what you got to do is get a new wife. Go through those divorce proceedings, find you a new wife that's chill, and keep living life. That's what I'm saying. This is not This is not relationship advice. I want to clarify. It is not relationship advice. Thank you so much for the dono. Once again, Mr. Anonymous. Hope you're enjoying live stream. Hope you're having a great day. Appreciate the dono, my man. Appreciate the dono as well. Andre Pierce, you're just saying ain't much, but it's something. Hey, I certainly will not deny anything. Thank you so much for the donation. Once again, Andre Pierce. Hope you're enjoying live stream. Hope you're having a great day. And I know you said it ain't much, but it's something. But something is still something. I'm appreciative for any support y'all are willing to give. So I really do appreciate it, my man. Thank you so much for the support. Appreciate the donation as well, Mr. Barto. El Barto. We got El Barto in chat right now. Holy crap, y'all. Thank you so much for the dono, Mr. El Barto. I'm just saying, hello, Jacob. Have you ever tried taking a straight shot at Everclear? And if not, would you be interested in doing so in a video? Thank you. I have not ever done that, nor do I have any intention of doing that. No, I am not a shot person. I have taken a shot of vodka before, and I've taken a shot of Rumpelmints before, and those are the only 2 shots I've ever taken. When I took a shot of vodka, goddamn, I wanted to vomit, and I imagine it would be 10 times worse with Everclear. And so as such, I have no desire to ever take a shot of Everclear. Now, I've said it previously, and you know what? I'm gonna commit to it. I've said it previously, I'm gonna commit to it. If this channel reaches 100K, if the YouTube channel I'm streaming on right now reaches 100K, I will do an Everclear review. However, I will not take a shot of Everclear, but I will do an Everclear review. I will buy a bottle of Everclear, and I will review it like I would any other alcohol, and I will drink some. I will not be taking a shot, though. But, thank you so much for the dono. Once again, Mr. El Barto, I do appreciate it.
Manny donated $10. You are exclamation mark, comma, hope that you are doing well, Jacob, exclamation mark, comma. I enjoy watching your videos every time I get off work while smoking a cold cup of Jack Daniels and Coke. Cheers, clinking beer mugs.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about, my man. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But thank you so much for the dono once again, El Barto. Hope you're enjoying live stream. Hope you're having a great day, and hope I can answer your question to the fullest extent. Appreciate the 250 bits as well. Appreciate the dono. That one guy, 1411. Appreciate the 250 bits, my man. You're just saying, ever thought about doing a graphic novel with any of your quirky characters you've drawn? For context, just in case some of y'all don't know, I do have a drawing channel, Jacob Drawing Jones. Go check it out. Link is in the description. Of course, make sure to leave the live stream on in the background. But go subscribe if you guys would like to see any drawing or art videos from me. And I have thought about doing that in the past. I've done some comics previously, but most of the story ideas I have call for a different stylization of characters than the ones that I normally do. I have 1 or 2 ideas for like graphic novels or comics with the style of characters that I generally do, but I need to work on, before I decide whether I want to do that, I need to work on some other stuff first. Because I love the idea of having my, like, really simple characters, and I'm not going to deny that my characters are more simple than not. They are, and that's by design. But I'd love to have, like, one of my simple... I love the look of art where it's got a very simple foreground, but, like, an insanely detailed background. And that's something I'm not very good at. I'm not very good at doing backgrounds at all, whether it be simple or complex. It's just not something I've practiced a lot. And in fact, I've avoided practicing it. So before I would work on a graphic novel, I would definitely want to practice backgrounds, practice drawing scenery, landscapes, stuff like that, before I start working on a graphic novel, because that's something I would really want to make sure I have down pat before I actually start drawing something that I want to self-publish. However, I do have some ideas. I do have some ideas for a graphic novel. I'm not going to say what they are because I don't want them to get stolen. But I do have some ideas written down for some graphic novels. Some of them call for my style of art. Some of them call for a different, more realistic style. And I would love to do all of them eventually. I think they're great ideas. Of course, they're my own ideas, so I am biased though. But I'd love to do all of them eventually. And so I would have to say yes. A graphic novel is something that I have considered doing in the past. Is it something that I have any plans to do in the in the near future? Probably not, no. I have some other stuff I want to do first, but a graphic novel I think would be really cool to do, and whenever I decide to sit down and do a little bit of practice on landscapes and backgrounds and stuff like that, I certainly wouldn't mind making, well, my own graphic novel, that is for sure. Appreciate the 250 bits once again, Mr. That One Guy 1411. Appreciate the $10 dono as well, Mr. Manny, saying, hope you're doing well, Jacob. I enjoy your videos every time I get off work and smoking a bee. I'm not going to say that out loud just for monetization reasons. Got a cold cup of Jack Daniels and Coke. Cheers. Hey, glad to hear you enjoy watching the videos every time you get off work, my man. Appreciate you stopping by. Hope you're enjoying live stream. Appreciate the dono once again, Manny. And hope you having a great one as a whole. And hope you enjoy my drink, my man. I'm going to go and take another sip of mine as well.
$6.90. Having Japanese Rokujin, thank you for the official Jacob Jones birthday shout out, brother. Been a long time watcher now. We
hey,
getting
yes,
old.
Sir. I didn't catch what that last part said. And for some reason, Streamlabs decided not to show that donation. Oh, it just now came through. That lag, that like literally showed up. What the hell? That lagged hella. That took like a minute to go through, dang. But appreciate the dono as well. Zach, thank you so much for the dono, my man. You're saying having Japanese Rokujin. Hey, hope you're enjoying it, my man. I've heard really good things. I'm not quite willing to drink that gin myself just because I'm not sure how my body is going to react with it being made with grains. I do have some allergies. But I've heard really good things about the Rokujin, and I hope you're enjoying it. And I'm glad to hear you appreciated the official Jacob Jones birthday shout-out. You know what I'm saying? Glad to hear you appreciated that. And you're saying you've also been a long-time watcher now. Hey, we getting old. Hey, you know? Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, we going up in the years. We getting a little bit older kind of thing. But we still enjoying life. We still having a great one. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Hope you're enjoying your Rokujin, my man. Appreciate you being a long-time watcher. Appreciate you sticking around, enjoying the content for the last couple years. And appreciate the $6.90, my man. Thank you so much for the donation once again, Zach. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate the dono as well, Mr. Barto. I'm saying I saw your recent vodka review, and I think you'd enjoy the Polish Bison Grass Vodka Zubroka. Mixes well with apple juice and cinnamon. Wishing you all the best from Norway. Hey, thank you so much for the dono, Mr. L. Barto. I appreciate the dono, my man. Hope you're enjoying the live stream. Hope you're having a great day. I'm going to go ahead and just take a look at this real quick. What? Bison grass vodka. Huh. It's a bison, it's a flavored Polish vodka. Huh. Huh. The grass is, so it's literally grass-flavored vodka. Huh. You know, I've heard of, like, cucumber-flavored vodka, and that doesn't really sound attractive to me. Like, that's not something I want to try. But, like, honestly, grass-flavored vodka, I kind of need to try that, in all honesty. I kind of do. What's it made with? Is it made with, like, potatoes? I'm not sure. It was illegal in the United States before 2010 because the grass it contains coumarin, which the FDA classifies as a substance that is generally prohibited for the direct addition or use as a human food. Interesting. However, they've made a version with rye grain which aims to have a flavor similar to the original. Okay, so it is sold in the United States, but it's not the same as the one from Poland or Norway. So I think this might be something I might have to try. Once I visit Europe. I'm not sure if I want to try the American version of this stuff, just based off of what I am reading online. However, I am thinking it might be something I'll have to give a go to in the future. Appreciate the alcohol recommendation, my man. Thank you so much for the recommendation. Hope you're enjoying the live stream. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you're having a good one as a whole. And that does sound very interesting to me. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. New Jurassic World trailer dropped today. Oh, yeah. What did you guys think of the Jurassic World trailer? I saw like 20 seconds of it before I skipped an ad. Appreciate the dono as well, Mr. Harlow. You're saying, hey, Jacob, hope your night is going well and chilling and drinking. I was wondering if you have any way for fans to send you mail. Would love to send you those two lighters I made for you. Oh, shit. Hope you like the drawings with them. Indeed, I did. I know I said, I think the last time you mentioned lighters, I said I needed to comment on your Instagram post. I might have gotten a bit tipsy that live stream, and I completely forgot to do so. But I'm now remembering that I needed to do so. I am going to try to make it a goal of mine to go comment on your Instagram post after the stream. I'm going to make it a goal of mine. But, yes, I do. I do indeed have a place where you could send them if you would like to. I have a P.O. box in the description of most of my YouTube videos, along with on the About page of both of my YouTube channels. My P.O. box information did update late last year, so keep that in mind. Just make sure it's the most recent P.O. box that would be on the About page, not on any of my older videos. My P.O. box, I will be closing it come April, but currently, right now, I do have a P.O. box open, so if you'd like to check it out, and you'd like to send anything there, feel free to do so, of course. And that is a very smooth change in topic to, well, the packages I received at my P.O. box today. So I think I'm going to go ahead and start opening those in just a moment. But thank you so much for the donation. Once again, Harlow, hope you're doing well as well, my man. I'm having a great time, chilling and drinking, having a good one, you know what I'm saying? And I'm a very big fan of the lighters you made, and I'm looking forward to seeing them in person if you do decide to send them over to the P.O. box. Thank you so much for the donation once again, Harlow. I do appreciate the support. Also appreciate the donation, Mr. Richard Stallman. You're just saying, make Minecraft villager noises. I gotta, for full everything, I gotta, there we go. Perfect. Oh, my hands are stuck. All right, there we go, though. Those were some Minecraft villager noises right there. Thank you so much for the dono. Once again, Richard Stallman. And thank you so much for the donation as well. Once again, Mr. Harlow. And saying, no worries, bro. Been a long-time fan, and you have always been the best way to end the day and chill. Sending love from New York. Hey, appreciate the dono once again, my man. Hope you're enjoying live stream. Hope you're having a great day. Glad to hear you enjoy watching my videos to end the day and chill and everything like that. And I hope you're having a great one as a whole, and I hope you're enjoying your time up in New York. I'm not sure where you are in New York. If you're in New York City, it's a very hustle and bustle. Hope you're enjoying your time there. If you're up in like Syracuse or Buffalo or something like that, hope you're enjoying the beautiful nature and maybe not enjoying the cold. I hope you're enjoying the cold. I hope you are a cold enjoyer, I will acknowledge, and I hope you're having a great time up in New York, my man. Appreciate the dono once again, Mr. Harlow. Thank you so much for the dono, my man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, I do think without further ado, y'all, I should probably go ahead and showcase what I received at my P.O. box this last week. I received 4 total packages. So let's go ahead and start covering those. But first off, I actually want to show y'all something I got from the ABC store. So, I went to the ABC store today, and I bought myself a bottle of Captain Morgan, along with some moonshine, which I will be featuring in a video in the future. But while I was at the ABC store, I also saw some other stuff. I didn't buy it, I got it for free. That's right, I got free stuff at the ABC store. And it's due to the fact that I was walking out, and near the door of the ABC store, they just have a bunch of boxes that the liquor came in, where people can just grab a box and put the liquor in it if they're buying a lot of liquor. And on top of one of the boxes, I saw a bunch of stuff, and I was like, hey, can I just take that for free? And the guy at the counter was like, yeah, go for it. And so I did. Let me go ahead and transfer over to this new camera angle I have. Yay! That's right, y'all. We got a new camera angle. Let's go. We got a new camera angle. Hell yeah, brother. But inside this bag right here, we have a bunch of Crown Royale bags. Let me tell y'all what. I got 5 of them for free. I got 5 Crown Royale bags for free. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Countin', baby. Countin'. Countin'? Count 'em, baby. That's what I'm saying. We got 5 Crown Royale bags for free. And they're all in perfect condition. Certainly no complaints on my behalf. I feel like a Crown Royale bag millionaire right now. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I don't know what I'm going to use these for, but I was like, free Crown Royale bags. I will take those. Thank you very much. And so as such, that is exactly what I did. And as a whole, very glad to have these bags in my possession. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. A whole new perspective. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And y'all can see my keyboard right here. I'm going to move it up just a bit. And now, without further ado, let's go ahead and start off with a package that I received today from, well, I didn't receive this package. That's the wrong way of putting it. I was actually given this package in person by Raymond Liang, who was kind enough to contribute a bunch of different tobacco products to the channel. I'm going to go and grab the box real quick, and I'm going to be very careful to make sure I don't dox him, because that would be really bad. But thank you so much once again for the package, Raymond Liang. As said, Raymond Liang was kind enough to come all the way to my local area to give it to me in person. This arrived directly to me, I do want to clarify. But let's go ahead. I'm just going to go ahead and put it down. Make sure there's nothing on the side of the box or anything that might have any doxable information. I don't think so. I think we're all good. I'm going to go and put this down right here. I'm just going to go and open it up just like that. And I'm going to start taking the items out one by one. I'm going to go ahead and start off with the wrapping paper. There's a bunch of wrapping paper inside the box and whatnot. You know, good wrapping paper in my personal opinion. Thank you so much once again to Raymond Liang for having been kind enough to contribute these items to the channel for me to, feature in a live stream and make some videos about. Let's go ahead and go over what's at the very top, though, and we can see, first off, there is some Yorkshire tea. I actually, funnily enough, bought some Yorkshire tea myself, like, no joke, 5 days ago. I bought it off of, I want to say, Amazon, and I tried it the day it arrived, which was like literally a day later. However, what I tried was Yorkshire Gold. This, instead, is Yorkshire Red. And so as such, I'm very excited to try it, and I'm very excited to see just how it is, just what it's like, and what the difference is between Yorkshire Red and Yorkshire Gold. I'm looking forward to finding out that is for sure. And as a whole, I have much higher expectations than not for this tea, because I am personally a pretty big fan of Yorkshire tea. It was a brand that was recommended to me by some of y'all. I made a video a week or two ago, about a week and a half ago, I want to say now, where I drank British tea for the first time. And a lot of people in the comments of that video recommended Yorkshire tea to me. And so as such, I ordered some that same day and tried it like 2 days later. And I'm looking forward to trying this pack of Yorkshire tea as well. Looking forward to trying it, let me tell y'all what. Yes, sir, yes, sir. There is also another pack of tea in this package. There is a pack of Twinings English breakfast tea from England. That's right, this pack of Twinings is from England. So this is English breakfast tea from England, which I think is super dang cool. And I'm looking forward to trying this stuff and finding out just how different it is when compared to the English breakfast tea that I am used to as an American. And I am a pretty big fan of English breakfast tea, Earl Grey tea, and other sort of breakfast teas in general. And so as such, I'm very excited to find out how that is as well. Now, before I go through the box anymore, though, Raymond Liang was kind enough to include a piece of paper, and I feel like I should probably go ahead and read off of it now, shouldn't I? Let me just make sure there is no doxable information on it. Just reading it over real quick. I just want to make sure there's no doxable information. But here is the note, y'all. Just says, hey Jacob, alrighty, so today I'm giving you 2 boxes of British tea, an assortment of UK varieties of American branded cigarettes, the UK selection of American Spirit cigarettes and rolling tobacco, a pack of Benson & Hedges Super Kings Blue, a pack of Woodbine cigarettes from Imperial Tobacco, which are, as far as I know, the only non-filter cigarettes sold within the UK, a pouch of St. Bruno pipe tobacco, a pouch of Amsterdamer additive-free rolling tobacco, a pouch of Pueblo additive-free rolling tobacco, a pouch of Golden Virginia rolling tobacco, 2 packs of Terra Heat Not Burn cigarettes, 2 packs of cigarettes from Poland, a pack of 5 Henry Winterman Half Corona cigars, a pack of Lambert & Butler Blue New Crush Fusion cigarettes, which have a recess in the filter intended for a menthol tip, and as such, I have also included a pack of Swan Menthol Crush Ball filters. These were introduced after the menthol ban as a way for menthol smokers to get their menthol kick. Lastly, I have also included a Nicaraguan handmade cigar purchased from a British supermarket for £14.55, or $18.13 USD as of the writing of this letter. Love the channel, man, and your videos. Keep up the good work. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying. Note, some of the rolling tobacco and pipe tobacco unfortunately did not come wrapped in cellophane, but are still sealed for your peace of mind. Thank you so much for that last addition, my man. The last little note right here. I really do appreciate it. One of the things that makes me not try a product that was given to me by a viewer is if it's not open. Just for my own safety, I am not willing... sorry, let me say that correctly. One of the things that makes me not try a product from a viewer is the fact that it is open. Not that it's not open. If it's not open, I'm going to try it. But if I am given a product, no matter what it is, if it's already open and looks like it's been tampered with, or if it's just already open to begin with at all, I'm not willing to consume it myself just for safety reasons, just in case. And so as such, that note is very much appreciated. I realize some rolling tobacco comes with cellophane, some others do not. And it looks to me like everything included in this package is perfectly sealed up. And Raymond Liang, he's a longtime supporter of the channel, so I got my faith that he's not trying to poison me, hopefully. But thank you so much. Thank you so much for the package that was given to me in person. Once again, Raymond Liang, I really do appreciate it. Let's go ahead and start going over everything in the package itself. Starting off, I think, with the pipe tobacco in this package. We can see there is a pouch of St. Bruno Ready Rubbed pipe tobacco. Now, St. Bruno is actually a style of pipe tobacco, a blend of pipe tobacco that I have been meaning to try for some time now. However, I already have so much pipe tobacco on hand that I actually have just decided not to buy any until I smoke my way through a bunch of stuff. And so as such, I really do appreciate this package of St. Bruno. Thank you so much for the package of St. Bruno. Looking forward to giving this stuff a go and looking forward to also smoking a pouch of UK pipe tobacco for the first time. Let's go ahead and now go over the pouches of rolling tobacco. Let's go and just grab them all real quick. And I think I'm going to go ahead and start off with the one that a lot of people know, and that is the original Golden Virginia, which we can see right here. I've previously tried the Amber Leaf rolling tobacco in the past. I still have some of it left. I still have around about half a mason jar of Amber Leaf. I still have around about half a jar of Amber Leaf rolling tobacco left. However, I've been getting a lot of requests to try Golden Virginia. It's not sold in the United States, though, so I haven't been able to. And so as such, I really do appreciate this pouch of Golden Virginia, and I'm very excited to try and let y'all know what I think of it. I will readily acknowledge. There's also a pouch of American Spirit Blue and American Spirit Yellow rolling tobaccos, as we can see, both American Spirit Blue and American Spirit Yellow, which is super dang cool, if I do say so myself. I think before I try these, I'm going to have to try a pouch of the American Spirit rolling tobacco from the United States, because it is also sold here as well. However, the American Spirit rolling tobacco that's sold in the UK is actually made by Japan Tobacco, not by RJ Reynolds. And so as such, I think for a comparison, I probably want to try the stuff from RJ Reynolds first and then see how the UK version of it is as well. And so as such, I think that's exactly what I'm going to be doing, and I'm looking forward to doing just that, let me tell y'all what, and I'm very excited to find out just how the American Spirit Yellow and Blue rolling tobacco from the UK actually is. Let's go ahead and cover the Amsterdamer rolling tobacco as well. This is some Amsterdamer Original, which, if I remember correctly, is made by Denmark, by the Mac Baren Tobacco Company. This stuff, hey, why did I just say, hey, I just got so confused. I believe, do correct me if I'm wrong, however, I do believe that Amsterdamer is now discontinued, or will be getting discontinued in the next 2 months or so. This stuff is made by Mac Baren, which is a pipe manufacturer, a pipe tobacco manufacturer to be precise, and distributed in the UK by Bulbrand, but made in Denmark by the Mac Baren Tobacco Company. Now, Mac Baren recently got bought by Scandinavian Tobacco Company, by the Scandinavian Tobacco Company, also known as STG, and, well, STG has decided to get rid of most of their blends, but, like, 10. Yeah, I believe Amsterdamer was on the chopping block. I very well might be wrong. I can't remember. Don't quote me on that. Do research for yourself and find out whether it's on the chopping block. But it's possible this stuff is on the chopping block. I've heard really good things about it. And so as such, I am very, very, very excited to try the Amsterdamer Original before I very well may not have the opportunity to try it in the future. And I'm looking forward to finding out just how this stuff is, what it's like, and what I think of it. I will readily acknowledge. And then we've also got a pouch of Pueblo Blue rolling tobacco as well, which is a rolling tobacco I've been meaning to try for some time now, or I've been wanting to try for some time now, to say it correctly, because this stuff is not sold in the United States. You can't get it in the US of A. It is sold in Japan. Regrettably, I did not buy any when I visited Japan the last time I was there. I should have really picked up some rolling tobacco while I was there, but sadly I did not. But I've heard really good things about Pueblo rolling tobacco. I've heard really good things about Pueblo cigarettes as well, and so as such, I'm thinking this stuff is going to be really, really, really solid. But there is still a bunch more stuff to cover. I'm going to go ahead and take another sip of my drink. Finished off my drink. I think I'll mix myself up another in a few minutes. Matuz, you're saying Pueblo is mid? I've heard both. I've heard both good. I've heard both good things about it, and some people be not such a big fan of it. So it's definitely something I want to try for myself and see how it is just for myself, and that is exactly the plan I will readily acknowledge. Let's go ahead and now cover the cigars that were included in this package. We can see there is a pouch of Henry Winterman's Half Corona cigars from the UK included in this package. These are made by the Scandinavian Tobacco Group, Lane Ltd, to be specific. And I'm looking forward to trying these and finding out just how they are. I've heard of the Henry Winterman's brand before. When folks online were chatting about like what cigars are easily accessible and easily findable in the United Kingdom. However, from my knowledge, they're not sold in the United States. And so as such, I am very excited to try some Henry Winterman's cigars for the first time and to find out just how these are. Just says made in the EU. Doesn't actually say where it's made though, but I assume these are more than likely machine-made half Corona cigars. And I'm looking forward to finding out how they are, to say the least. We've also got a hand-rolled cigar from Nicaragua. And we can see that this is the La Invidica Robusto, handmade Nicaragua, and it's got some warning labels on it, as is the case for UK branded tobacco products in general. And I don't know anything at all about this cigar. I have no clue about anything about this cigar. I'm going to let this cigar sit in my Tupperware for around about a month before I try it, just in case it's gotten a little bit dry in the package and whatnot. And so as such, I'm going to be letting this sit for some time, but I'm looking forward to trying this, and I'm also looking forward to researching this brand and this specific cigar, and I'm looking forward to finding out just what the components of it actually are. Let's go ahead and now also cover the filters. These are some Crush Ball Swan filters. I've never used a Swan filter before. I've heard really, really, really good things about them, but we can see right there. I need to get some normal Swan filters. I think I can order them off of Amazon. I very well might do that, in all honesty, before I try one of these. Just simply because I've heard such good things about Swan filters. I've heard they're amazing. I've heard they're like the best filters money can buy. And so as such, I am very curious to try these, but I also want to try a normal Swan filter before I try one of these just to get a good idea of what they're like. So I really have a good comparison for these, in all honesty. But looking forward to trying the Crush Ball Fresh Burst Extra Slim Swan filters, and looking forward to giving them a go and finding out just how they are. I will readily acknowledge. Yes, sir. Nice packaging. I agree. These have some, like, Swan filters. They look so good. Like, Swan filters, oh man, look at that. The design, the graphic design, it's just beautiful. I love it, let me tell y'all what. It looks just so dang good, to say the least. Let's go ahead and now start covering the different packs that are in this box. I think I'm going to go ahead and start with this pack of Dunhills. This is a pack of Dunhill International cigarettes from the UK. And I've tried Dunhill Internationals from the United States before, and while in the name there is the word international, I am still very curious to find out if, well, Dunhill Internationals will be different internationally than they are in the United States. I don't know, but I'm very curious to find out, and it doesn't say who these are made by. In the United States, Dunhill Internationals, I believe, are made by... Oh, man. Who are they made by? I actually can't remember. Well, I have to do some research about who makes them in the UK. Could be a different company, but it probably is the same one. But looking forward to trying these, I will acknowledge. We've also got a pack of American Spirit Yellow cigarettes from the UK as well. Looking forward to trying these, finding out how they are, I will acknowledge. There's also a pack of Chesterfield Red cigarettes from the UK. Chesterfields are very much a budget brand in the United States, and they're not super common, but I've heard over in the UK and a lot of Europe, Chesterfields are a lot more common than not to find, and so as such, well, I'm very curious to try these and to find out what the hype is all about, I will readily acknowledge. There's also a pouch, or there's also a box of Benson & Hedges Super Kings Blue, which I think I actually might already have a box of. I haven't tried them yet, but another person was kind enough to contribute a box of, I want to say the Benson & Hedges Super Kings. I don't know if it's the blues. It might be some other one. I'll check real quick. Let me check real quick, actually. Let me check. Is it the same one? I'm not sure. I don't want to say it is. But I'm not sure. Let me just check real quick. Oh, it's different. It's the Super Kings Green, not the Super Kings Blue. It is different. Very cool. Very cool. Alright, so not the same cigarette like I was kind of thinking it was. Not that I'm complaining. But not the same one. Not the same one. So, got a pack of the Benson & Hedges Super Kings Green I'm going to be having to try in the future, along with now a pack of the Super Kings Blue. There's also a pack of Camel Blues from the UK. Very excited to try these. I love trying different American brands, especially Camel and Marlboros from around the world. And so as such, I'm looking forward to finding out how these are. There's also a pack of Marlboro Reds. Very excited to try these. Trying UK Marlboro Reds for the first time. I'm expecting it to be interesting. I've tried Marlboro Reds so far from the United States, Canada. Well, they're not really the same thing in Canada. Okay, the United States, Japan, Mexico, and Ireland, I believe, are the 4 countries I've tried Marlboro Reds from. Looking forward to adding another country to the list. Let me tell y'all what. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Pack of Marlboro Reds, you know what I'm saying? Classic Marlboro Reds. That's what I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. And then there's also a pack of the Lucky Strike Blue king-size cigarettes from the UK as well, along with a pack of Lucky Strike Red king-size cigarettes. Looking forward to trying these, seeing how they are compared to Lucky Strikes in the United States. There's also a pack of the Woodbine Virginia blends, which are, as Raymond Liang said, which are apparently, from what I can tell at least, the last unfiltered cigarettes in the UK. Don't quote me on that, though. Could be wrong. But based off of what I've heard online and based off of what Raymond Liang said, these do appear to be the last unfiltered cigarettes in the UK. And so as such, I'm very excited to try them and to find out just how they are, what they're like, and what I think of them. There's also a pack of the L&B Blue. I've tried the L&B, the Lambert & Butler Original Silvers before, but not the L&B Blue New Crush Fusion. Looking forward to giving these a go. And man, this warning label is like horrifying. Like, oh my god, needles near my eyes? Like, this doesn't make me want to quit smoking. This just makes me not want to look at the pack, which I think is the point. But looking forward to trying those, I'll acknowledge. And then there's also a Pall Mall Flow Red, which I assume have a flow filter. The name, some Pall Malls in Mexico also have, oh no, wait, no, are they Pall Malls? No, some Lucky Strikes in Mexico have a flow filter. So I'm curious to find out how a Pall Mall with a flow filter will be as well. And then there are 2 packs of the Terra Heat Not Burn cigarettes. These are from the UK. There is the Iquos, or not Iquos, there's the Terra Blues and the Terra Ambers. I think I've heard good things. I think the Ambers are flavored, if I remember correctly. I think the Blues are just the normal full flavor, if I'm remembering correctly. I've also got a pack of them somewhere. This looks very similar. I don't think it's the exact same, though, but I've got a pack of the Terra Rich Regulars from Japan, and yeah, that looks pretty similar to me. That looks very, very, very similar, if I do say so myself, but definitely not identical by any means, especially since this one has a Japanese warning label on it. But, looking forward to trying both these. I've been enjoying trying some Heat Not Burn cigarettes, and I'm looking forward to trying both these, I will readily acknowledge. We've also got 2 packs of cigarettes from Poland as well. A pack of Marlboro Golds from Poland, along with a pack of the L&B Blue Fine Cut cigarettes from Poland as well, which this is actually a cigarette that one of y'all requested in the past, and so as such, I am very excited to give it a go, to find out just what it's like, how it is, and what I think of it, and I'm looking forward to trying some Polish cigarettes for the first time as well. I am looking forward to that, to say the least. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm going to go and load all of these back up into the box. Thank you so much once again. Thank you so much once again to Raymond Liang for all of these cigarettes. I am very excited to try them all, to review them all, and to let you all know what I think of each and every single one of them. Thank you so much for the contribution to the channel once again, my man. Hope you're enjoying the live stream. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you're just having a fantastic time as a whole. Appreciate the support, my man, and hope you're having a good one, you know what I'm saying? Hope you're having a good one. I'm just going to go ahead and load the rest of this back up into the box real quick. Just like that. And now, I'm thinking I'm going to move that and go ahead and cover the next box that I have to cover. What am I thinking next? Do I want to cover this one next? This was, I can't actually show the package on screen, but this was a package from a company. It wasn't a package, though, I'll acknowledge. This one, once again, was given to me in person by hand by one of the employees at a company, and I really do appreciate their contribution. I'm going to go ahead and get a note out of the package just real quick, and I'm going to go ahead and get what they were kind enough to include out just real quick as well. And while I am not exactly willing to show the note that they have, because there is some doxable information on it, I will be showing y'all what they sent. But this package was given to me in person by Marcin Jeruzel. I might be mispronouncing his name just a little bit, so if I am, I do apologize. He is the Director of Sales and Operations at Yusuf Redha in the UK. And it just says, Dear Jacob, I hope this letter finds you well. My name is Marcin Jeruzel. I am the Director of Sales and Operations at Yusuf Redha, UK, and I wanted to take a moment to express how impressed I am with your work. As someone who values authenticity and creativity, I am truly a big fan of what you do. And then they talk about that they grow and craft the finest blends of Doka tobacco and have been doing so for over 32 years. And he also leaves a quick explanation of what Doka is. I have tried Doka in the past, previously, so I do know what it is. But it just says, enclosed with this write-up, I am thrilled to also give you a package of Yusuf Redha Blue 50, our premium blend and personal favorite. Blue 50, which sounds like Red 50. I love the name. I love the name of the blend. It's like Blue 50, but it's like Red 50 is a dye, and fish love Red 50, so I'm thinking I'm gonna love Blue 50 Doka. I'm gonna be like a fish, getting to experience Red 50 for the first time when I experience the Blue 50. I'm thinking that's what I'm thinking, at least, you know what I'm saying. But just says, Blue 50 is the crown jewel of our collection, known for its unmatchable smoothness, rich flavor, and of course, that unbeatable buzz. We take immense pride in this blend, and I truly believe it represents the essence of what Doka tobacco is all about. It would mean the world for me and the team at Yusuf Redha if you could share your thoughts on this product. Your insights and perspective are highly valued, and I would love to see your honest review of Blue 50. Thank you so much for your time in considering this. If you have any questions or need more information, please don't hesitate to reach out to me directly. And that is exactly why I could not show this letter, because he leaves some personal information down below. Thank you so much for the letter. Yusuf, thank you so much for being kind enough to give me this package in person. I do indeed appreciate it. Let's go ahead and now go over what was included in the package that he gave me in person. I think I'm going to go and start off with what I grabbed out first when I first opened the package, and that was this. This is a Medwalk, which is the type of pipe that you smoke Doka out of. It's got a very small bowl, but you don't need a very big bowl because Doka is insanely potent and strong stuff. But yeah, as a whole, you know, looks like a pretty good quality Medwalk to me. I've got one or two Medwalks, and this one I'm thinking is going to be a good addition to the collection, to say the least. Looking forward to using this one in the future. Let me tell y'all what. Oh, it's Red 40, not Red 50. Deadass. I feel it's Red 40, not Red 50. Oh man, I think I gaslit myself into thinking it was Red 50. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Red 50 is just the more powerful version of Red 40. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, looking forward to using this in the future. There's also, of course, some Doka as well. This is the Blue 50 from Yusuf Redha. I'm going to go and just get this out real quick. Just like that. And we can see it in the package itself, and we can see what the Doka itself actually looks like. It is kind of green with a little bit of sort of beige in there as well, and that is a pretty standard look for Doka. I'm not going to go ahead and open up this bottle quite yet, as I haven't, well, made a video on it yet, and I also am not making a video on it during this live stream today. I'll do that at a future time. But look forward to trying this, to say the least. And then there's also some filters for the Medwalk as well, and I am very thankful to have these because these filters truly are a necessity when you're smoking Doka, in my personal opinion. Thank you so much once again. Thank you so much once again to Mr. Marcin Jeruzel for the 3 different items. I really do appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to using and trying all of them in the near future. There are 2 more packages for me to cover, but before I go ahead and cover both of those packages, I am thinking I want another drink. I've been finished with my drink, and I need some water, and so as such, I'm thinking, it's time for another drink. It's time for another drink, y'all, so let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and have one. Have you ever tried Dejerum Super? I have not, but I do want to, yes. But I have tried Surias, and I do love Good and Grum Surias. And I think the Dejerum Super is like the main competitor to Surya, right? I'm not sure. Could be wrong. But I do really like the Good and Grum Surias, and I think those are the main competitor to the Dejerum Supers. But I do need to try the Dejerum Supers, I ain't gonna lie. I do need to try them. I've heard very good things. What rum? I've got some Captain Morgan Original with me today. I'm going to be showing you all the bottle in just a moment. Just mixing it up real quick. But you know, got a, what is this? This is a 375 milliliter bottle of Captain Morgan Original Rum that I think I bought for like $8, $9, something like that kind of thing. Not too bad of a price if I do say so myself. Just cheap bottle of rum because I didn't feel like opening a new bottle of rum today. I'll acknowledge. Or a new bottle of rum I haven't tried yet today. So I just went to the ABC store and picked myself a bottle of rum I tried before for cheap. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good shit, y'all. Will we ever get a casino live stream? If I can find a casino that allows me to live stream inside, I think that would be banger. Just set up at the slots and just do slots for like 5 hours while live streaming. Yo, that'd be fucking banger, and I'd love to do I'd love to do that. That'd be a lot of fun, I ain't gonna lie. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's up, Jake? I'm drinking some Jägermeister right now. Hey, hope you're enjoying your Jägermeister, my man. Hope you're enjoying your Jäger. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ever tried Sin Eater Cinnamon Whiskey? I have not. I've never heard of that one before, but I'll have to keep that one in mind for the future. The supers are fantastic. It's like a dessert cigarette if you had to describe it. Okay, good to know. Good to know. That's kind of what I think. That's kind of how I think of most clove cigarettes. In all honesty, there's only like a handful of clove cigarettes that I wouldn't consider a dessert cigarette. But good to know. If it's more of a dessert cigarette than most of the clove cigarettes I tried, they gotta be hella good. They gotta be hella good. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna need to try them whenever I have the opportunity. I need to visit Indonesia so I can try all of the, Indonesian clove cigarettes I want to. I need to visit. I really do need to visit. Clove enjoyer personally, but it's especially yummers. Hey, glad to hear. Glad to hear. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Weekly Mercedes update and high mileage award update. Mercedes doing well, running well, no complaints on my behalf. High mileage award update. I still haven't put it on my car. It's still somewhere up there. Excuse me. I haven't put it on my car yet. I do need to do that. I just keep forgetting to do that. Thank you for the reminder, though. You've been reminding me to do that for, I think, the last year now, if I remember correctly. Yeah, still haven't put it on the car yet. But I do need to do that, and I do appreciate the reminder. Month 13, I absolutely believe it, yeah. 13 months you have been reminding me to put it on, and I just keep forgetting to do it. Yeah, I need to go ahead and finally go by Lowe's, and I just need to take it in there with me and just get some nuts and stuff. Just screw it on and whatnot. And just do it in the... I just need to make that video in the Lowe's parking lot. Actually, I genuinely might just make that video in the Lowe's parking lot. Because I'm like, why not? I might just do that in all honesty. I might just do that. Yes, sir. Hey, appreciate the dono, Mr. Kemerson Lee. You're just saying, there is this one person I like, but they are with another person. They look so happy together, and you feel so lonely. Just wanted to put this out there in the void. Well, you know, you like someone, they like someone else other than you. There's nothing you can do about it. Find someone else. I hate to put it like that. I hate to put it like that, but that's really the best way I can put it, kind of thing. I don't mean any offense or anything like that kind of thing. I'm not trying to hate on you for the situation. It sucks to be in that sort of situation, I'll acknowledge. But there's nothing you can do about it. And being mature and not going... there's so many fucking scumbag people out there, even like full-grown 40-year-olds who will see someone they like, see they're in a relationship, and then go after them anyway. And I'm like, these fucking scumbags. Like, I fucking hate people that cheat on their significant other, but I hate people that go after people in relationships even more. Like, I fucking hate that shit. Like, I just, it's something I really dislike just so much, and I hate that stuff so much. It's genuinely disgusting. And so, Mr. Kemerson Lee, you know, feeling that way, hey, you know, we all been there at some point. You know, you like someone, they like someone else. There ain't nothing you can do about it kind of thing. We all been there at some point. But being a good guy, being mature, being a good adult, and, well, just moving on. It's the best thing you can do. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Not to tell you how to live your life. I'm not trying to do that, but, respect for not trying to do no shit or nothing like that kind of thing. That's what we fucking saying. That's what we fucking saying. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate the dono. Once again, Kemerson Lee. Thank you so much for the dono, my man. Hope you're enjoying live stream. Hope you're having a great day. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Jacob, can we get a beater car how-to? My local area Facebook Marketplace sucks so bad. Literally, no joke, look at Facebook Marketplace 24/7. That is what I've done to find all of my cars. Now, granted, I haven't found all my cars on Facebook Marketplace. I found my Suburban on Craigslist. I found my Mercedes on Facebook Marketplace. So, it's definitely one of those things where, honestly, just every 30 minutes to an hour, if you're looking for a car right then at that point in time and you're like, I want to buy a car in the next week and a half, 2 weeks, literally have Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace open on your phone with the price range that you want so you don't have to adjust anything every time you go on there. And literally just scroll through the most recent stuff every 30 minutes or so you can literally be like the first or second person to respond to a post. Literally, that's what you have to do, and that's genuinely what got me the Mercedes. I responded to the listing of my Mercedes about 2 hours after it was posted. I was one of the first person to respond, and I was the first person to go look at it. And that's what got me the Mercedes. If I hadn't responded that quickly, I wouldn't have gotten it, in all honesty. And that's really my best tip. There's plenty of good cars these days on Facebook Marketplace. They just disappear so fast because so many people are reselling cars, and also just because people want to buy cheap cars. So they just disappear really, really, really fast. So, yeah. Just gotta literally keep Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist open like 24/7 and just look, like, no joke, every 30 minutes. Be the first person in the DMs. Don't try to lowball them or anything like that. Don't do that shit. People like lowball over, like, Facebook Marketplace, and I'm like, no, lowball when you go look at the car, because if you're already there and they really want to sell it, they'll take the lowball. But if you lowball over computer, if you lowball over text, then why the fuck would they even respond to you, kind of thing. Not that I think you'd do that. Not that I think you'd do that deleted account. But I know there's so many people that just lowball the shit out of stuff on Facebook Marketplace. And I'm like, hey, I like a good deal as much as the next person. But if I was selling a car and somebody lowballed me, like if I had my car up for like $4,000 and they lowballed me to like $1,500, I'd be like, I'm not even going to bother replying. Like, this is, why would I reply to that? Because I'm not willing to sell it for that much, kind of thing. But yeah, that's kind of the tactic is, the tactic I feel like is just kind of like literally just stay on there 24/7, and that's just what has to be done. That's kind of my personal take, at least. Yeah. Been doing that for a month. People just don't respond. Don't know why. The flippers, oh yeah. For some reason the cars have no oil in them. Shit. Well, you just got to keep trying. Just got to keep trying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You know, eventually you're going to find the car that works, that fits your budget and fits your price range and everything like that, and eventually it's going to be all good. That's what I'm saying. One of my personal rule of thumbs when it comes to looking at cars on Craigslist is also how good the photos are. Now, this is something Regular Car Reviews mentioned in a short of his, and I honestly, I fully agree with it. If I'm still wanting a car that is that specific car, you know, I might still pursue it. Might. But if I'm just looking at getting like a beater car or something like that, if someone covers up the license plate with their thumb or with their fingers like that, and their like license plate is right there, and they're like covering up their license plate with their finger, one, red flag, because they're not willing to put a rag over their license plate, and they're not willing to edit it out, which means they're putting this Facebook post together really quickly, and they're just taking the minimum amount of photos. Two, if they are taking photos of their car in a very odd location. Not at their house, not at the park, not at a scenic place, but like at their local church. It screams they know their house isn't very nice. I mean, no offense. And they don't want to take photos in front of their house. One, to not dox themselves, and two, because they feel like buyers are going to not want to buy it due to possibly how their property looks and whatnot. Those are two of the tactics that I've used previously with Facebook Marketplace. Is just like, okay, how hastily put together was this post, and like does it look like quality? Does it look like they're showing me everything, kind of thing? And if there's anything that looks like maybe even wrong, and if I have to drive more than 30 minutes to go take a look at it, I just don't bother, in all honesty. Like, I had to go take a look. I had to drive, for no joke, 2.5 hours to go take a look at my Mercedes that I bought a little bit over a year ago, about a year and a half ago now, I want to say. It was over 2.5 hours. However, when I messaged the owner, I asked him for more photos because there were no photos of the undercarriage, and I wanted photos of the undercarriage to check for rust. Send that message. Next morning, what did I get? I got some photos of the undercarriage, and I was like, all right, bro is not hiding anything. He's willing to send more photos, and he also sent videos with that as well. And he just included the license plate just right there. He didn't care. And so I was like, I bet, kind of thing. Cool. Yeah. So it was one of those things where I felt very confident the person was an enthusiast. One, because he wasn't scared of showing anything. Two, he was very open and thorough with his description of what's right and what's wrong with the car. And three, because when looking at his photos, I saw 3 other European cars in the background. So I was like, bro loves BMWs and Mercedes. And then I showed up at his place to take a look at the car, and guess what there was? There were like 3 other BMW and Mercedes. Bro was a massive fan. Still is a massive fan of them, I'm sure. And I'm pretty sure his wife told him to get rid of one of them, and the W123 got the short end of the stick, and that's why I ended up with it. But yeah, really my favorite tactic with Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist is just leaving it open 24/7 and just literally looking at it every 30 minutes or so, every hour or so, and just try to be just as quick as possible with responding, and whatnot, and everything like that. But hope what I said, I'm not sure. I know you said you've been doing that for a month. I'm not sure if what I said was really of help, Mr. Deleted Account. If you're only looking at Facebook Marketplace, I would recommend also looking at Craigslist. Tends to be Craigslist posts these days are higher quality than Facebook Marketplace because Craigslist is now requiring people to pay $5 to host their ad. You might get different replies on Facebook Marketplace. It's not going to be going through Facebook for us. It's going to be going through email instead. But if you're not looking at Craigslist, of course, I do recommend doing that as well. Although I figure you more than likely are. Not sure if what I said could be of any help, Mr. Deleted Account, but hope what I said could be of some help. Appreciate the question, my man, and that's a very good question, and hope I can answer your question full extent. Yes, sir, yes, sir. Ayo, appreciate the dono, Mr. Big Balls Lil Dick. Mr. Big Balls Lil Dick. How's it going, my man? Hope you're having a great day. Hope you're having a good one as a whole. Appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate the $1.25, Mr. Big Balls Lil Dick. You're just saying, Jacob Bro, time for a smoke break? Not quite yet, nah. We're only an hour and a half into the stream. I think I'm going to go 2 hours and then probably take a piss break and a smoke break. If I'm wanting to smoke. You know, it depends. But, not quite time for a smoke break yet, but sometime in the future. Appreciate the dono. Appreciate the dono. Once again, Mr. Big Balls Lil Dick. Hope you're enjoying the live stream. Hope you're having a great day. Appreciate the donut as well. C, you're just saying, wasn't able to make most of the stream. Have a good night, homie. A, appreciate you stopping by. C, I realized your donation was like 10 minutes ago. My apologies for missing your donation for the last 10 minutes, but I hope you're enjoying the live stream. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope you're just having a great one as a whole. Appreciate you stopping by. Mr. C, thank you so much for the, donation, my man, and glad to hear you're able to stop by, even if just for a short while. Appreciate you stopping by, my man, and hope you're having a great one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Your advice provided hope. Time will tell what happens. My $500 Jetta blew up a month ago, and the market changed a lot in the last 2 years. It certainly has. The market has gone fucking sky high, for real. It's been one of those things where genuinely, like, if used car prices actually go up anymore, genuinely, it might actually be cheaper for me to actually just spend the money to get a crate motor put in my Suburban and start driving that again, along with my Mercedes, than buying another car. Like, I hate to say that, because that's like a lot of mechanic work and stuff. And that's also a lot of money and insurance money I wouldn't get back if the car got in a crash. But god damn, cars are fucking... They're so expensive! Oh my fucking god, used cars are insane! Like, what the fuck? How is anybody supposed to afford a car these days without taking out a 72-month loan? Don't take out a 72-month loan, y'all. Don't do it. If you already have one, try to fix it. Because 72-month loans with 14% interest rates, they're literally just fucking you over. They're just fucking you over. You are spending just as much on the loan as you are on the car. It's ridiculous. Never take a 72-month loan. They're horrible. Loans are good for your credit score. I will not deny that. Do not do a 72-month loan, though. Oh, my fucking God. Don't do that. Don't do that, y'all. Don't do that shit. This is not financial advice, but also, don't do that. eBay Motors is good. eBay Motors? Is eBay Motors a good place to, like, look for cars and stuff? Or are you talking about motors on eBay? I'm not exactly sure what you mean. I'll acknowledge. And half the bloody cars are rotting at dealerships, drive-by dealerships daily, and that's got the same inventory for the past 2 years. Yeah, new cars are literally just rotting at dealerships. Like, literally, they're having issues where somebody will actually buy a new car, and then they drive off the lot, and then they get a call 30 minutes later saying, hey, yo, my tire was dry rotted, and it blew the fuck up on the highway, and the car is, like, fucked. Like, what the fuck? Like, you're selling a customer a car with dry rotted tires, no battery. Like, what the Yeah. New cars are too goddamn expensive. Used cars are too goddamn expensive. And the reason for it all, in my opinion, is the uprising of 72-month loans. It's not any of these tariffs. It's not any of these sort of housing prices going up, cost of living going up. It's not any of that. Okay, partly cost of living going up. The main reason why car prices have gone up, in my personal opinion, especially for cars that are 15 years or newer, 72-month loans. No joke. A lot of banks will do car loans for 15 to 10 years new. So if a car is less than 10 to 15 years old, they might do a car loan for it. A lot of financing companies will do 10 to 15 years on cars, and you can totally get a 72-month loan. And so for any, like, reasonably anywhere near, like, not 25-year-old car, like, genuinely, like, the only actually cheap cars on Facebook Marketplace and, like, Craigslist these days are, like, 30 to 40 years old. Which, to me, is not a bad thing at all, because I love my 30 to 40-year-old cars. But to people who don't want to think about their car and they just want to have a reliable piece of transportation kind of thing, that fucking blows. That fucking sucks. And genuinely, I really do think the rise of car prices overall is due to 72-month loans. I really do think, like, literally, car companies have just, like, used car dealerships have realized, okay, we can get these people into 72-month loans, and we can make them pay more because monthly it seems like it's less, even though it's really not. Which is fucking bullshit. I am blaming it on financing. I'm blaming the rise in. I'm blaming the rise in car prices to financing. Copo 427 Cam, you're saying your car's 56 years old. Yo, what car you drive? I gotta know. I gotta know, my man. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. There's an international pickup in your for sale in your local area, great running condition, for $14K. I mean, like, that's a collector's item, though. I'll acknowledge. And if it's, like, rust-free, like, running really good, $14K is, like, not, like, horrible for one of those, I feel like. But it's certainly not. It's certainly not, like, very viable for, like, anybody in my age range to buy without financing kind of thing. Like, I don't know. It's just... That's too much for somebody to buy without financing. But that's a collector's car. And whatnot. But there are plenty of, like, older cars that are kind of rough. Like an old F-150 or something like that from, like, the 1970s or 80s. You can find those every once in a while for, like, $3,500, $4,000 in my local area kind of thing. They might have 500,000 miles on them, but, hey, they run. I got my Suburban for $2,500. Drove it for a year. Engine blew up. It is what it is. Couple 427 Cam, you're saying you have a 1969 Camaro? Yo, hell yeah, brother. Those are fucking dope. Good shit, yo. Good shit. Good karma, man. Hell yeah, brother. Deleted account, you're saying the Ford 300 inline 6 is a great engine? No, for real. For real. Like, if I had like a Ford F-150 or something like that from that same area where they used the inline 6 300, and let's say my Ford originally came with a V8 or something like that, and I was looking at swapping a different engine in, I would absolutely go for the 300 inline 6 just because it's more reliable, and I don't care about power. I just want reliability. And the inline 6 is such a good engine, genuinely. Hey, appreciate the dono as well, Mr. Shrimple. You're just saying, I mean this not in a weird way, but you have the prettiest eyes. Also, love your content. Thank you for making us all laugh. Hey, glad to hear you enjoyed the content, my man. Appreciate the kind words. Appreciate the support. Thank you so much for the donation. Once again, Shrimple. It's as shrimple as that. That's what I'm saying. Appreciate the dono once again, my man. And I appreciate your compliment on my eyes. Thank you so much for the donation once again, Trimple. Appreciate the kind words about my eyes, my man. Thank you so much for the compliment. And appreciate the kind words about my content as well. Glad to hear you enjoy the videos. Hope you're enjoying the live stream and hope you're having a good one as a whole. Appreciate the dono. Once again, Shrimple. Couple 427 Cam, you're saying you paid $800 for your Camaro 20 years ago. Man, 69 Camaros. Holy fuck, they're expensive these days. That's a fucking banger deal. Also put $40,000 into it, restoring yourself. That's how it is. That is how it is when it comes to restoring cars, in all honesty. When it comes to me, like, I personally, like, don't have any desire to, like, fully restore cars per se. I just want to make them run and drive and, like, get rust taken care of just so they just keep running and driving, and that's all I want to do. Like, I don't care about the paint. I don't care about how nice the glass looks. The interior can be fucked to all get out. Don't care. I just want it to run and drive. Basically, I like my cars Congo spec. And I mean that in the best way possible because I have so much admiration for the cars in the Congo, like the Democratic Republic of the Congo and stuff like that. If you guys like cars, check out a YouTube channel called Passy, P-A-S-S-Y. I want to say he's either in the Congo or he's somewhere near there. But some of the cars there are like, that runs? What the fuck? But they run, and literally it's just crazy. Like, he featured an old Defender that had no glass, like church pews for an interior, but still ran and drive just fine kind of thing. And I thought that shit was so cool, and I was like, man, I'm taking that to heart. That's what I'm doing with my cars from now on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's your dream car? U.S., German, Japan, Congo cars is silly. No. Like, cars from the... Just go look up Passy. P-A-S-S-Y on YouTube. Y'all will see what I mean. What's my dream car, though? U.S., German, Japan, German. I already own my dream car. It's the 1985 Mercedes-Benz W123 300D Turbo Diesel sedan in classical white with a Palmetto MB Tex interior that I already own. My absolute dream car. I've always wanted one, and now I own one, and I'm very glad to own my dream car. Not just my obtainable dream car, my legitimate dream car. That's not a joke, by the way. It is actually my dream car. Other than that, other than my Mercedes, what are some of my other dream cars? Lotus Evora, Scion BB, or not Scion XB, Scion XB, first gen, Toyota BB Open Deck, Land Cruiser 70 Series, single cab pickup truck, G-Wagon, diesel, long wheelbase, two-door, troop carrier van with no windows in the back and with barn doors. It's very specific. I saw one and I really like it. And it's got to be hardtop as well. Can't go wrong with a Miata. I like the new generation of Miatas. I think those are pretty cool as well. And any other cars? Probably an early 2000s K truck. I'm gonna have to say there's some of my dream cars right there. Yes, sir. Oh yes, and an FSO Polones, of course. How could I forget? And a lot of Riva, and a lot of Niva, and like a gas truck. I'd also really like a Deuce and a Half, which is a real car, it's a real truck name. I know it sounds really funny, but it's a real thing. And I'd love some Soviet trucks as well. I do like my trucks. They get like no miles per gallon, but I would not mind having a truck. Yeah. I like and a Fiat 124 Polski. Yeah, a Polski Fiat. I'd like one of those too. Yeah, there's a bunch of cars I'd like. There's a lot. I ain't gonna lie. There are a lot. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, appreciate the dono, Mr. McCockins Retard. Oh my God, you almost got to say that. You almost got me to say that shit, yo. Oh my God. Would dig an AMC Gremlin. Yo, AMC Gremlin's pretty funny name, I ain't gonna lie. Old Toyota Tundra, based. Or 125P. Yeah, that's what it is. Sorry, not 124, 125. Good point, my man. But Mr. McCockins, thank you so much for the donut, my man. Appreciate the $1.25. Excuse me. You're just saying, after I say your video about leaving your wife and kids, I did this, or after I saw... Sorry, let me restart. It's just saying, after I saw your video about leaving your wife and kids forever, I did the same. It was the best decision of my life. Sure, it's only been 2 days, but your inspiration has been the only thing I need to keep me going. Can we get a smoking weed video? No, I don't smoke that. You all will never get a smoking herb video. It's never going to happen. Genuinely, I will never make a video of me smoking herb. It's not going to happen. I hate to disappoint, but I'm not going to be making a video of me doing that. It's not going to be happening. I enjoy my tobacco, and that's all this channel will ever feature. However, I hope you're enjoying your life, my man. I hope you're enjoying your best life, Mr. McCockins. And I hope you're having a great one as a whole. Appreciate the donation. Appreciate the $1.25. Once again, Mr. McCockins. Appreciate the money, my man. And hope you're enjoying the live stream. Hope you're having a great day. And hope you're just having a good one as a whole. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. He almost got me. I mean, like, I'll just say it just right now. No. I'm not going to do that. Polish Sirena. What the hell is that? Was competition this Porsche Speedster? Jason Hustler. I have never heard of that car before. Let me look it up. Polish Sirena. This was competition to the Porsche Speedster? It sure don't look it, but it does have suicide doors, which is badass. This was supposed to be a competition for the Porsche Speedster? Really? I would not think Porsche Speedster when I'm looking at this. FSO Sirena. Huh. Did they have like a... Yo, they made a pickup truck version. Yo, that's sick. The pickup truck kind of looks like a Trabant. I'm going to just show y'all a photo real quick. Oh, this is super sick. Jason Hustler, appreciate you letting me know this car exists. This is super cool. I like this car. I'm going to go over here and do that. And I'm going to try to fix this real quick. Here we go. There we go. Perfect. I'm just going to show y'all this real quick. Man, look at this, y'all. Look at this. This is cool. Yo, this is badass. This is badass, y'all. Look at this. It's a fucking Polish-made ute. This is super cool. This is super cool. I really like this. This is badass. Kind of looks like an old 1940 F-150. Let's look that up real quick. I don't really see it personally. I love these, though. These are super cool. But I don't really see it personally. I don't really see it personally, in all honesty. Yeah, let's see. Oh, wrong thing. Nah, it looks more like a Trabant to me. Yeah, I don't know. To me, it kind of looks more like a Trabant. It kind of reminds me of something else, too. It's not quite Trabant-ish. I would also love to own a Trabant, I ain't gonna lie. I know they're horrible cars, but I kind of want to own one. I kind of want to own a Trabant, I ain't gonna lie. I would not mind owning one bit. This is super cool, though. Yo! We got the van version? Yo, I kind of need this. Like, I kind of need this. Here we go. Serena Sport. Okay, so I can see how this might have been a competitor for, like, the Porsche Speedster or something like that. So, in 1960, a prototype Serena Sport was produced with a fiberglass body and a 4-stroke 2-cylinder engine. It was not put into production. Okay, interesting. AMZ Serena. Huh. I'm just going to go through FSO's... Fabrica Samochado. I'm not gonna try the rest of that. I've got no idea what I'm saying. Yo, here we go. So this is a FSO 125P. So that would be basically a lot of Riva, but FSO, right? Here's the FSO Polonas. Yes, based. Based as fuck. Yes, sir. Based. Based as fuck. Yo. Diesel. Came with the diesel engine. Alright, based. That's all I need to hear. This is a Matisse? But it's made by wait a minute. FSO made an Aveo? Aveo? No, not Aveo. Aveo. Yo, this looks really nice. But, have y'all ever seen the Volvo Suga? Suga these nuts. Not joking, that's the real name of the seat. It literally says Volvo Suga. Like, literally, that's the name of this car. I want one of these so fucking bad. These are so fucking cool. I played Just Cause 2 so much when I was a kid, and I fucking love Just Cause 2. I wanted to do a stream of it a while back. It just kept crashing, though. So I haven't done that one. I haven't done one yet. I need to figure out the issue. But this shit is so fucking cool. Genuinely, it's so fucking cool. Daewoo Matisse. Yeah, I thought so. And here's like the base. This is the base like passenger version, which also looks really nice. But oh man, yo, the Suga these nuts. I got him. Yeah, basically a Swedish military vehicle. Oh my god, I want one so bad. I want one so bad. They're so nice, but they cost so fucking much. They are so expensive. It is crazy. They're like over 50 grand. And, you know, finding parts in the United States would be like hell for around here. But, oh my god. Oh my god. I want one. I want one. The USE 453. I think I know what you're talking about. Yes, I want one of these too. These are super cool. This. Yes. Based. Oh, I didn't mean to open up Facebook. Based. Super cool. Yo, wait, you can get a pickup truck version too? This is just a Unimog. Yo, wait, Motor Week did a video. I'm saving that for later. I did not know Motor Week did. I'm saving that for later. I did not know Motor Week did a video on, because the UAZ Sport, oh, I kind of want that too. They've been making the same fucking car since like 1960. 1966, literally, and they're still making it today. It's still being made today. It's so sick. I love it. There's a couple POV videos on YouTube of people driving these, and they're so cool. I want one. Looks like something from DayZ. Yes. The stuff from DayZ, if I remember correct, was actually based... The van from DayZ was based on this. I haven't ever played DayZ. That's just what I've heard. So take what I say with a grain of salt. But yeah, I want one of these. I do want one of these. And they are super, super, super dang cool. Let me see. Oh, I have this acknowledgement up. I don't know why I have that up, because I'm not drinking and driving today. But this is the same exact car from like 1966 that they're still making today. But this is the 2023 model. This is the 2023 model. 2023 model. That's crazy, yo. That's wild. That is wild. Unimog's so... I would love a Unimog, I ain't gonna lie. Find a soulmate from the Philippines. Should I click on this? I'm not going to. But, yeah, this stuff is... I didn't want to click on that. So cool. I want one. Let me just put it that way. I do want one, and I think they are super badass. Excuse me. I would not mind having one of these one bit. To say the least, I'll acknowledge. Talked to a Mercedes master mechanic, and recently he said you have a gem A. Glad to hear. Glad to hear. Appreciate the kind words from the Mercedes master mechanic, and appreciate you mentioning my car. Did he mention anything in specific that maybe he thinks I should have done? It's always good to know. It's always good to know. If he thinks I have anything I should get done, let me know. Let me know. But, yes, the UAZ 43, I guess it is the 432, not 3. 432. Yeah, I want one. I want the panel van version. Oh, man, it's so cool. Yeah. I want one. They're so cool. I would love one. I ain't gonna lie. You like diesel G-Wagons? Yes, I want one. It's one of my dream trucks. I would love to have one of them, to say the least. He said they're the most reliable motors and can hit a million miles. Yes, sir. Didn't know they came with A-Ride. Not all of them did. My W123, for example, did not come with A-Ride. However, there is on the station wagons in specific self-leveling suspension, which could be considered a type of air ride. It doesn't use airbags. Oh, maybe it does. I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure how the system works because I don't own a station wagon. One of my family members does, though. However, the station wagon W123s did come with self-leveling for the back and whatnot. So if you put something like really heavy, like a a dresser or a safe in the back or something like that, it would self-level itself so it wouldn't be on the bump stocks the whole time you're driving. But once you turn the car back off, it starts sagging again. And then I believe the W126s, which also use the OM617, I believe some of those also came with self-leveling suspension, i.e. airbags or some type of airbags. Mine did not come with airbags. I just have normal springs and shocks on my car. But some did come with airbags, yes. Shots, no. I don't do shots. I am A-okay. Do I like Crown Royal? Well, I've actually never had Crown Royal before. I got all these bags for free from the liquor store today. I've actually never had Crown Royal before. I'm kind of nervous to drink it. I want to try it eventually, but I'm kind of nervous to drink it because I am allergic to some grains that whiskey contains. They rhyme pretty well. So I haven't ever tried it before, but I definitely do want to in the future. Whenever I'm able to get over the nervousness of trying whiskey that's made with grains, I am looking forward to trying it, I'll acknowledge. Yes, sir. Still play any roulette game? Buckshot roulette I enjoy quite a bit. Yes, sir. Excuse me. Alrighty, though. I have 2 more packages to cover before I go out for a piss, before I take a break for a piss. So let's go ahead and cover... So let's go ahead and cover some of those real quick. Which one do I want to cover first? I think I'm going to save the one I got today for my P.O. Box for last. So let's go ahead and cover this one first. And I'm not too confused. I'm not too concerned about anything with this box. I'm just going to put it right here. And we can see just immediately. I'm not going to show that actually. But we can see immediately. What does it say? It says Honey Rose London right there. If y'all know a bunch about herbal cigarettes, y'all know Honey Rose is like the tippy top tier of herbal cigarettes. They are generally considered to be some quality stuff. And inside this box, I may very well have a bunch of packs of Honey Rose cigarettes given to me in person by Honey Rose as a brand. Not ordered for me from one of y'all. From what I can tell at least, because there's no actual slip inside this box that would count as a purchase slip. But from what I can tell, it's actually Honey Rose themselves that sent me this box, which is really dang cool if I do say so myself. But some packing paper just right here. Let's go ahead and get that all out. And let's go ahead and first off go over the first 2 things in the box just right here. And we can see there is some herbal rolling material. I almost said rolling tobacco, but there's no tobacco in these mixtures. And so as such, I can't say that, but we have the Honey Rose Legacy chocolate flavored rolling mixture along with the Honey Rose Farmers smoking mixture as well. And as a whole, I am looking forward to trying both of these. I have previously tried one Honey Rose cigarette in the past. I've only ever tried one, though, but while, in my opinion, not as good as normal cigarettes, I definitely prefer my normal cigarettes, I'll acknowledge. Still solid, though. By all means, still very solid. Still a very solid smoking product. Quality stuff. And so as such, I'm very excited to try these and to find out just how they are. There's also, in the package, a couple different packs of herbal cigarettes from Honey Rose as well. We have a pack of chocolate-flavored Honey Rose herbal cigarettes, along with a vanilla-flavored pack of Honey Rose herbal cigarettes, along with a special flavored pack of Honey Rose cigarettes. I don't know what special means, but that's what these are nonetheless. And then we've also got strawberry. I like strawberry. Hoping to enjoy these. And menthol. So they gave me a good amount of their lineup. Not all of it by any means. They have like 30 different varieties in their lineup, I will acknowledge. But that's a pretty good amount of their lineup. And as a whole, I am very excited to try all of the Honey Rose herbal cigarettes that Honey Rose as a brand was actually kind enough to give to me. I'm pretty sure they probably saw the live stream with Uo's Lab and I, where we were talking about and ranking herbal cigarettes, and they probably saw the rank I gave it, because I gave the Honey Rose cigarette I tried an S tier. And they're probably, all right, send them a bag of cigarettes. And so as such, they did exactly that. And, well, now I have a couple packs, and I'm looking forward to reviewing them in the future. I'm looking forward to trying them and letting y'all know just what I think of them and how they are as a whole. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then we have something that I was not expecting at all. So, this is a package. Let me just make sure there's no doxable information on it. Just real quick. Alright. Okay. So I can show it from this way. So, this package is like this. Looks like that kind of thing. And I was like, what's inside this package? So we've got an order receipt. So somebody ordered this for me. I'm not going to show the order number, just in case there's some sort of information on it or anything like that. But this package is from fragrance.com. I think Jeremy Fragrance might have ordered me some stuff from fragrance.com. I ain't gonna lie, y'all, because this package is literally from fragrance.com. But we can see there's a coupon right here, has some limited time smell strips on the inside. I think right there. They do smell all a little bit different, I'll acknowledge. Pretty cool stuff. But inside the package, there's also a little bit more. Just says fragrance.com, has their information, whatnot kind of thing. But inside the box, under all of the coupons and whatnot, there's this. The original Zippo fragrance. Now, I knew that this as a product exists. I've never seen it in person. I had never even considered buying it. And now I have some, thanks to one of y'all. Zippo men's fragrance. Not a joke. This is a very real thing. Open it up. I'm not opening it up today. No, I'm going to make a full video on this. There's going to be a full video in the future coming up on this. So look forward to that. But I'm not opening it up today because I want to make a full video on this because I think it's going to be really interesting. But Zippo fragrances, this is the original fragrance in specific. And we can see on the back that the bottle for this fragrance is a Zippo lighter. How fucking cool is that? That's awesome. That is so... that is literally epic. It's so epic. And I'm saying that completely unironically. Like, literally, this is genuinely epic. Like, I've got my cologne in a Zippo lighter. How much better can you get than that? I can't think of how you can get any better than that, honestly. This is about as good as you can get. That's what I'm saying. Now, what I'm hoping is that it smells like Zippo lighter fluid. I don't think it will, though, but I'm hoping it will smell like Zippo lighter fluid. Because that'd be pretty gas. Reminds me of the WD-40 cologne. Isn't that just WD-40, though? But I am very excited to make a video about the Zippo fragrance in the future, to try it out for myself, to find out what it smells like for myself for the first time, and to overall give it a review, and to do a fragrance review for the first time as well. I've never done a fragrance review before, so looking forward to trying this stuff and doing one in the future. You know, might have to watch a Jeremy Fragrance video or two and find out how he reviews fragrances to get an idea for this stuff. But I have no idea who gave me this box. It was completely anonymous. But thank you so much to whoever was kind enough to give me this box of fragrances. I really do appreciate it. Very excited to try the Zippo fragrance in the future. Very excited to make a video all about it. But that's not all that's in the package. There's also another one. This is some Cuba Original Natural Spray for Men and Cuba Gold for Men. I suppose it is like a cologne. It's made in France, and overall it smells pretty good in my personal opinion. It smells pretty good, and I am looking forward to opening this up in the future and doing a video all about this one as well, I will acknowledge. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, let me get a light. Nah, honey, this is cologne. Damn right. Damn right. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Oh, WD-40 cologne was a mischief drop? Oh, okay. I just figured it was just WD-40 you just put on your armpits and shit. Like WD-40 deodorant. Yes, sir. Holy shit, that's my father's choice of like 20 years. Dead ass? Yo! We got Matuza's father's choice for the last 20 years. I'm going to be reviewing it. You better show your dad the video of me reviewing this when I publish it. You better. Hell yeah, brother. But looking forward to trying the Cuba Original cologne in the future. I'm not going to open this up until the video, but looking forward to trying it and looking forward to possibly doing a fragrance review or two in the future, and whatnot I will readily acknowledge. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, brother. And that was all of the packages that I have received in the last week or so. That was all I had to show y'all when it comes to packages for today. For the next little while or so, I'm just going to be chatting, I'm just going to be chilling, just having a good time and everything like that. That is the plan. If I'm feeling like it, I also have a mechanical keyboard I received for free and some keycaps that I may start messing around with. I might replace the keycaps on the keyboard after I go take a piss and take just a quick like 5-minute break. Maybe have a little bit of smoke too. And I might replace the keycaps, because keycaps on it are not very good. It was from the thrift shop. I got it from one of my family members. They were like, yo, I bought this at the thrift shop for $2. You want it? I was like, hell yeah, I'll take a free mechanical keyboard. And so I got it, and then they gave me some keycaps too. And so I might, low-key, replace the keycaps on the mechanical keyboard mid-stream. What are y'all thinking? Should I do some mechanical keyboard stuff during the stream? If y'all are about it, I think I'm going to have to. Wearing Cuba Blue right now? Hell yeah, brother. You have a variety pack that are shaped like cigars? Hell yeah. You have that? Hell yeah. Sounds like the Cuba cologne that one of y'all was kind enough to give me is a popular and very solid choice. Looking forward to trying. Oh wait, I just realized this camera up here is not on anymore. But looking forward to trying this stuff, I will readily acknowledge. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm driving and watching in my Benz based. That's based as hell. Just make sure you're not watching. Just make sure you're listening to the audio. Like, just don't pay too much attention to the video, because I don't want you to like get in a crash for distracted driving, because that would like suck. That would not be very good, and I would feel bad. Not actually, I wouldn't feel bad, because I wouldn't feel bad at all, actually, no. I wouldn't feel bad. Because that's not my fault, actually. I'm just the one making the content. But don't do distracted driving, though, of course. Just make sure you listen to the audio. Hope you're enjoying the stream I'm in. But don't pay too much attention to the video. I don't want you to crash your Benz by any means. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Jacob, you found, or VenMZ, you're saying you found a Marlboro Mecha figure you're going to send me? Marlboro Mecha figure? Hold up. Yo, what? Yo, hold up. This is like low-key. Wait, hold up. Yo. If you'd like to send that to me, absolutely do. I will not deny that. That looks badass. Feel free to send that to me. I will not deny, and I will absolutely make a video about that. That looks super fucking cool. I ain't gonna lie. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Don't drink and drive if you suck at it. It's the drunk crashers that make us look bad, not the drunk drivers. Drinking and driving, that's one thing. Drinking and crashing, that's another story. The inexperienced drunk crashers, they don't know what the fuck is going on. If you're a professional drunk driver, like I, then you know what the fuck you're doing. You're not a drunk crasher. Them drunk crashers, they give us a bad name. They give us a bad name, and I really don't get it. Joke stolen from TikTok. J Schlatt, LOL, drunk crashers, yeah. J Schlatt stole that from TikTok too, though. TikTok made that joke before J Schlatt ever did. I'm just saying. J Schlatt was not the first one to make that joke. I saw that joke like 3 years ago on TikTok, and then J Schlatt made that joke. That one's still funny. It's still a funny bit with him. I ain't gonna lie. But I do not believe he's the first one to make that joke. He did not invent the drunk crashers joke. I do not believe he did. He popularized it, though. I will agree with that. I will not disagree. I do think J Schlatt did popularize it. So yeah, J Schlatt reference a little bit, I suppose. Shout out J Schlatt, yo. I enjoy his content. And I forgot to record a bedroom tour for his upcoming bedroom live stream. Hey, yo, we got my bedroom right here. Yeah, that would pretty much be my J Schlatt room tour. I was going to record one for his upcoming live stream. The due date was the 31st. It's now the 5th, and I completely forgot to do it. I literally forgot to do it until yesterday, and I was like, oh, wow, I need to go ahead and record my J Schlatt room tour. And then I looked at my watch, and I was like, oh, it's the 4th. Well, it is what it is. It is what it is. Who is J Schlatt, YouTuber? Yeah, he does YouTube and Twitch, yeah. What's my best meme other than smoking? Day drinking and smoking cigarettes in a public park at 3 p.m. in the afternoon. I don't know. Or other than smoking? I mean, like, my most popular Instagram post ever is a screenshot of the video where I was day drinking and leaving my wife and children forever, day drinking in a public park. So I'd have to say day drinking. That's probably I'm not going to take credit for that joke because people have been day drinking for fucking centuries, of course. And they've been leaving their wives for centuries, but it's still my absolute most popular Instagram post of all time. So most successful meme, I would have to say both the day drinking, smoking cigarettes in public park, and the day drinking after leaving my wife and children behind forever. Because that's got, like, fucking 800,000 likes on fucking Instagram. That's wild. That's crazy, yo. That is absolutely batshit. It's wild. It's wild. Did I really leave my wife? Yeah. No, I did. Leaving wife and kids is so funny. It really is. It really is. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, yo, appreciate the tier 1 sub. Appreciate the tier 1 sub, Mr. XVenMZ. Appreciate the tier 1 sub, my man. Hope you're enjoying the live stream. Hope you're having a great day. Appreciate the tier 1 sub once again. Thank you so much, my man. Appreciate the gifted tier 1 sub as well, Mr. XVenMZ. Mr. the same person I was saying before, but I didn't realize until I read over the name. But thank you so much for the gifted tier 1 sub as well. Mr. Buddy Jayer, hope you enjoyed the gifted sub, my man. Thank you so much for gifting a sub, Mr. XVenMZ. And appreciate the tier 1 sub as well. Hope you're enjoying the live stream. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you're having a good one as a whole. And hope you're just having a fantastic one. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the donate. Thank you so much for the support. Donation is the wrong way to put it. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for the contribution. Thank you so much for the subscription. My man, I do appreciate it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, you're Boza4 from YouTube, by the way? Oh, shit. Yo, Boza. Yo, what's up? How's it going? Holy shit, I didn't realize. I enjoyed that Newport, I ain't gonna lie. I did enjoy that Newport. Holy shit. I did not realize you were Boza4 over from YouTube. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Hope you're doing well, my man. Hope you're having a great one. Unironically, I want to edit your videos and shit. Let me slide in the DMs. I edit all my videos myself. I will be frank with you. I don't make enough money to pay an editor. I might be doing content creation for a living for this moment in time. I'll acknowledge. But it's not as much as a lot of people like to say. Or it's not as much as a lot of people would think. Not what a lot of people would like to say. And I just spit at the camera by accident just a couple minutes ago. I'm buzzed. I am quite buzzed. There's a lot of people on YouTube making fuck tons of money. I would consider myself, I mean, like, there's the upper rank of people making money on YouTube. There's the middle class, and there's people that are making, like, barely anything. They're not really able to live off of it kind of thing. I'm in the middle class. It's, like, barely able, like, I'm making enough where I'm kind of like, it's livable, but I'm not making anything to spare kind of thing. And, you know, I'm okay with that because I'm very happy doing what I'm doing. I ain't got no money. I ain't got no money for, excuse me. I ain't got no money for, paying an editor, I'll acknowledge. Who said anything about paying? Nah. If you're doing something for me, like, hey, if you want to download my videos or something like that kind of thing, you are free to edit them however you want. I can't stop you from doing that. Just don't edit me saying weird shit, please. But, I mean, like, you're free to edit my videos in the style you want and whatnot kind of thing. And you're free to upload, like, just don't repost my whole video, please. But if you guys want to make, like, 15 to 45 to a minute long, like, little memes or edits of my videos, absolutely feel free to do so. Absolutely feel free to do so. And I will absolutely steal them and repost them on my platform. But if I was to ask somebody to actually make, like, edits for me or to, like, edit my videos, I would want to pay them. I'm not one to, like, take advantage of people's generosity and to, like, get free shit. Like, if somebody wants to give me something for free, I will absolutely take it. But I'm not going to ask for free shit kind of thing. And I'm not going to ask for free editing. It's not something I'll do. We need another meme bass boosted video at 2 a.m. True. I have one video that I need to post, but I haven't done it yet. I'm gonna give y'all the first. I'm gonna give y'all a first peek at this video. Y'all are the ones that are seeing this video first. Not a joke, by the way. Y'all are actually the first people to see this video. Genuinely. Actually, no. Some people did see this video years ago. Because I had it posted on my old channel, but or not on my old channel, on my main channel. But I never posted it and like left it up for like a long time. But let me go ahead. Where is it? Where is it? Here we go. There we go. Found it. There we go. Oh no, that's full screen. I don't want... Okay, I'll do this. There we go. There we go. Perfect. It's gonna get copyrighted to do this, but that's okay. It is. I'm just gonna cut this out. I'm just gonna cut this out of the replay. All right, let's go. Right there. There we go. There we go. This is. I made this shit in 2017. I made this shit 8 years ago. 7 years ago, just about. It's not bass boosted, but you know, close enough. I'll take it. Also, Non Buri, for real, like, it actually solves depression. Just saying. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what I'm saying. So, I'm gonna be having to post that eventually. What happened to Jacob Singing Jones? I'm not sure. It's not my channel. It wasn't associated like with me. I had no control over it. But I hope he's doing well. I hope Jacob Singing Jones is doing well. Looking forward to hopefully seeing more memes from him in the future. I will acknowledge. Bass boosted ad cigarette. True. Used to make AMVs on Movie Maker. Yo, dead ass, bruh. Dead ass. Same here. Genuinely, I used my first ever AMVs were on Windows Movie Maker. Not a joke. I made a erased AMV on Windows Movie Maker and whatnot, and goddamn, that shit sucks. But it's so good to look back at, because it's like, damn, this is how much I've improved over time. With editing and knowing what I want to do with AMVs and stuff like that kind of thing. It's so cool. And yeah, my first ever AMV was genuinely made with Windows Movie Maker. I did not make that video with Windows Movie Maker. I made that with a different editing software. I think I might have made that with Premiere or something. I'm not sure. Because I had Premiere at that time. But yeah, my first one that I ever made was made with Windows Movie Maker. And it's fucking badass. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shadow ban from YouTube? No. You should do MBTI personality test on stream? True. Have I heard of MBTI? I have. I already know what I am, though. I'm INTJ. But I could do it on stream. What do y'all think? I'm gonna leave it up to a vote. I'm gonna let chat decide. Alright, starting a poll on YouTube. I don't know how to do a poll on Twitch. But Myers-Briggs or no? If the response is yes, we will do the Myers-Briggs test on stream. If it's no, we will do not. DBZ AMV on Movie Maker went hard. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. In the business of content creation myself, you have a platform. We both benefit. I get the experience, you get the edits. Got a laid business model. Nah, I'm all right. I ain't getting no editing from somebody or anything like that kind of thing. My videos are not particularly complex to edit by any means, so I can do it all myself. I'd be chilling. Alright, so it's looking like most of y'all are saying, yeah, Myers-Briggs. So just looking, that's what it looks like. Myers-Briggs, he's nuts. Ah, got him. Yes, sir. Well, you're on Twitch? Yes, sir. Yeah. No, I'm on Twitch along with YouTube as well. I'm on both at the same time. I'd be multi-streaming. This Coca-Cola for real tastes weird, though. I was wondering why my rum and cokes were tasting weird. This Coca-Cola deadass tastes fucking weird. I don't know why. But it kind of does. Weird. Alright, though, y'all. Looks like we're doing the Myers-Briggs test today. 73% of people said Myers-Briggs. 72% yes, 27% no. We're doing Myers-Briggs, y'all. Alright, let's get to it. We're doing the Myers-Briggs test today. Yo, wait. Let me just show you the recommendations for this real quick. Oh, wait. No, wait. There we go. ASMR Intense Zastava Arms M70 Rifle Magazine Tapping Gun Sounds for Relaxation. Yo. That's based. That's so based. That is insanely based. That is like crazy based for real. This is like super fucking based. That is so good. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Oh fuck. I fucked up. There we go. This is what I wanted. There we go. I'm just trying to fix my... There we go. Just trying to fix that real quick. Just so I can look at chat and do this at the same time. But, you know, based as hell. I'm going to need to watch that video in the future. Think she's on OnlyFans? Don't care. I need to watch the AK-47 or M70 rifle ASMR video. All right, y'all. Myers-Briggs test. Let's do it live on stream. So I'm just going to do 16 personalities because, well, that's the free one. So that's what I'm going to do. So let's go back over here. Excuse me. And let's give it a go. How's it going, Lane? Hope you're doing well, Lane. Appreciate you stopping by. I know you've been here for a fat minute, but glad to be here, and hope you are as well. All right, let's go and take the test, y'all. So you regularly make new friends. That depends. Depends what situation I'm in. High school, college, yeah, I made new friends all the time. These days, I'm not really meeting that many new people, so I'm going in the middle for that one. Complex and novel ideas excite me more than simple and straightforward ones. To an extent, yes, but I also like straightforward ideas. I'm going in the middle for that one. You usually feel more persuaded by what resonates emotionally with you than factual arguments. Man, I'm going to have to disagree with that. Sometimes the emotions kind of get to me, but most of the time, not really my thing, I ain't gonna lie. Your living and working spaces are clean and organized. No. Usually stay calm, even under a lot of pressure. Depends on the pressure, though. Like, if I'm, like, surprisingly, like, I've been in a car crash, like, twice. 3 times, 4 times, like, 5 times. Not all me. I've been in other people's cars when they crashed as well. Usually I remain pretty calm in that shit. But sometimes I just freak out for, like, the most random reasons. I'm gonna have to go middle.
Rye donated $5, just dropping by to say hello. I hope this helps you in your endeavors a little. I also hope you've been feeling okay and just know you've got thousands of people that are rooting for you. Love you, Jacob less than 3.
Hey, thank you so much for the dono, Rye. Appreciate the dono, Rye. Thank you so much for the dono, my man. Appreciate the $5. Hope you're enjoying the live stream. Hope you're having a great day. Appreciate you stopping by to say hello. And certainly does help with the endeavors just a little bit. Appreciate the pack of cigarettes, my man. Thank you so much for the dono. Hope you're enjoying the live stream. Hope you're having a great day. And I've been feeling great. Taking the Myers-Briggs test right now. Having a good one. And appreciate the kind words. Appreciate the support, my man. Appreciate everything. Thank you so much for all the kind words. And hope you're doing well as well, Mr. Rye. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a great night. Hope you're having a great time as a whole. Thank you so much for the donation. Once again, Rye, R-W-E, the fuck? R-Y-E, Rye. Thank you so much for the donation once again, my man. Hope you're enjoying the live stream. Hope you're having a great day. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate the kind words. Appreciate the support, my man. Hope you're enjoying the live stream, and hope you're having a great day to the fullest extent. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You find the idea of networking or promoting yourself to strangers very daunting. Depends on who, though, in all honesty. Like, not, like, I used to. I definitely used to find it daunting. But, like, now I have experience in doing that shit. Like, literally, I have experience in literally just trying to network and talk to people now. And I've had to force myself to do that. Like, depending on who it is, I do still find it daunting. But, like, not to, like, a super huge degree. So I'm going to go just, like, a little bit yes. You prioritize and plan tasks effectively, often completing them well before the deadline. Oh, hell yeah, I do. Y'all know I do. I never miss an upload. I never miss an upload. Y'all already know. Y'all already know. I plan tasks effectively. Damn motherfucking right. Gotta do it. Gotta do it. Text-to-speech worked huge. Yes, it's working for any donations $5 and above. I want to set it to like $3 just to set it a little bit lower. So more donations come through on text-to-speech. I also need to set a little bit of a text-to-speech delay as well. Just so some donations that might be coming through, if somebody else pushes one through, then we're not getting like them trying to overlap over each other. But yes, it is now working, and I'm very glad it is, to say the least. People's stories and emotions speak louder to you than numbers or data. Nah. You like to use organizing tools like schedules list. Fuck yeah, I do. Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge. Depends what it's in. I'm gonna have to disagree on that, though. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking conversation. No, fuck no, bro. Hell no. Like, if it's somebody I know, like one of my friends, then I'm like, fuck yeah, it's one of my friends kind of thing. Of course I'm going to strike a convo with them and start talking kind of thing. But somebody I don't know? Nah. You are not too interested in discussions about various interpretations of creative works. Hard disagree. I am very interested in that. You prioritize facts over people's feelings when determining a course of action. It depends. Am I on camera or off camera? No, literally depends. Literally depends. If I'm on or off camera. That's not a joke, by the way, y'all. That is literally not a joke. It literally depends if I'm on or off camera. Like, genuinely. I prioritize facts when I'm off camera. I prioritize feelings when I'm on camera because I don't want to piss anybody off. I don't want to offend anybody, kind of thing. I don't feel like doing that. I don't feel like pissing people off. That's not my thing. I don't like pissing people off, kind of thing. I like to be happy and just have a good time and whatnot. I try not to be like terribly inconsiderate of people's feelings, but also I don't really care about most of the time people's feelings. So I go for facts, generally speaking. This is the same guy that abandoned his wife and his kids. Yes. That's very true. I'm not going to deny that. I'm going to go small yes. You often allow the day to unfold without any schedule at all. Fucking disagree on that shit. You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet. Disagree on that shit. Because I do be, genuine, I'd be worrying on that shit, I ain't gonna lie. You enjoy participating in team-based, fucking hard disagree, I hate that shit, yo. You enjoy experimenting with new and untested approaches. Yeah, doing the same thing over and over again can get kind of boring. So yeah, no, I'd have to say I do, but not to like the fullest extent, because I like doing the same old as well. Because I'm very much a person of routine. You prioritize being sensitive over being completely honest. No comment. You actively seek out new experiences and knowledge areas to explore. It depends. I'll agree with that, though. You're prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worst. Nah, not most of the time. But, you know, sometimes you kind of think that kind of thing, but I'm gonna have to go little disagree. I'm gonna have to go little disagree. I predict INTJ. I literally am an INTJ. If this comes back and tells me I'm not an INTJ, I'm going to be surprised because literally the last 3 times I've taken the Myers-Briggs test, I got INTJ. The first ever time I took INTJ, I got INTP. Or not, sorry. The last 3 times I've taken the Myers-Briggs test, I got INTJ. The first time I ever took the Myers-Briggs test, which is when I was like 12, I got INTP. But I'm going to be surprised if it says not INTJ in all honesty. You enjoy solitary hobbies or activities more than group ones. I enjoy both, but I don't like group activities all the time. Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with that. You cannot imagine yourself writing fictional stories for. Disagree, bro. I could absolutely imagine that. I can absolutely imagine that. Yeah. Yeah. No, I absolutely can imagine myself doing that, for real. Absolutely, without a doubt. You favor efficiency in decisions, even if it means disregarding some emotional aspects. I'm gonna have to go, yeah. You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax. Yeah. In disagreements, you prioritize proving your point over preserving the feelings of others. I used to be really bad at this, but I've gotten better. Going in the middle. You usually wait for others to introduce themselves first at social gatherings. Depends. Whether I'm drunk or not. Middle. Your mood can change very quickly. I'm going to have to go disagree on that. You're not easily swayed by emotional arguments. Yeah, I'm going to have to disagree on that. I'm like, emotional arguments, I'm just like, bro, shut the fuck up. I get it. I like yapping too, man. But, like, bro, give me the facts and logic. Give me the numbers. Otherwise, I don't care. Genuinely. Genuinely. Yeah, not easily swayed by emotional arguments. I'm going to have to say little yes. Or medium yes. I'm going to have to say medium yes. Sometimes I feel like the emotional arguments kind of have some point to them, kind of thing. Sometimes they do have point, but not all the time. I'd be watching YouTube videos and the person is like pouring their emotions into this shit. into the video, and I'm just like, bro, I don't care. Like, or like, bro, you're just wrong. Like, look at the numbers, my man. Sometimes it's just kind of like that, but also sometimes kind of like, I'm like listening to it, and I'm like, okay, bro kind of has a point. Like, I get what he's saying, kind of thing. But not all the time. You often end up doing things at the last possible moment. Depends. You're like with submitting my room tour to J Schlatt. I missed that last possible moment. So it depends. It depends on the stuff. You enjoy debating ethical dilemmas. Depends if I'm on camera or off camera. I don't debate it on camera because that's just too bad. That's just bad for business. I'm gonna have to say a little yes. You usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own. Medium disagree. You usually become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical. I like talking about theoretical stuff. I think that's really cool. So, yeah. Huge disagree on that shit. When facts and feelings conflict, you usually find yourself following your heart. Usually in this scenario, I just don't make a decision, honestly. I'm going to have to go medium disagree. It depends. It depends. It does depend. Yeah, I'm going to have to say medium disagree on that because most of the time, I'd much rather put the facts over the feelings, honestly. Even if they're my own feelings. You find it challenging to maintain a consistent work or study schedule. Medium disagree. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. Like, I have my consistent shit down, but like, once I'm done for the day, I'm done for the day, and I can't force myself to do anything else. That's just how it is. So yeah, I would not say it's challenging. You rarely second-guess the choices you made. I'm going to go medium on that. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Your friends would describe you as lively and outgoing. Lively, yes. Outgoing, I don't know about that one. Like, when I'm with my friends or if I'm just chatting with y'all kind of thing, absolutely outgoing. But, like, somebody else shows up at the meet and I'm like, yo, what's up? How's it going? And then I just don't say anything because I have no idea, like, I don't know what kind of jokes I can crack around them kind of thing. So I'll be kind of just staying away from that. And I'm not nearly as outgoing in real life as I might appear. I'm going to go minor disagree because it really depends on the person. Like, if I have a good, like, feel of how the person is and who they are and whatnot, I'm definitely a lot more outgoing than not, but, like, I don't want to piss somebody off as soon as I meet them. So I would have to say, I'm going to go in the middle. Yeah, I'm going to go medium. You're drawn to various forms of creative expression, such as writing. Yeah. Well, I'm going to full hard agree on that because what am I doing right now, y'all? I'm literally live streaming right now. So, isn't this a form of creative expression? So, I'm going to have to say full hard agree. You usually base your choices on objective facts rather than emotional impressions. Generally, yes, but sometimes, you know, shit hits the fan and sometimes, you know, it just depends. But, yeah. You have a to-do list for each day. Yes, absolutely. You rarely feel insecure. Medium. You avoid making phone calls. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, I do. You enjoy exploring unfamiliar views and viewpoints. I'd have to say... Depends on the viewpoint. But, yes. You can easily connect with people you've just met. No. But depends on the person. If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible. Absolutely agree. That's just how I am. You are still bothered by mistakes that you made a long time ago. Depends. You are not too interested in discussing theories on what the world would look like in the future. Disagree. Depends on what future they're talking about. Some I just don't care about, frankly put. Your emotions control you more than you control them. I would disagree with that. When making decisions, you focus more on how the affected people might feel than what is most logical or fiction. No comment. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized and consistent efforts. Disagree with that, but I do have my times. When someone thinks highly of you, you often wonder how long it will take for them to feel disappointed in you. No, not really. Not really, honestly. You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time. Oh, hell yeah. Fuck yeah, bro. I hate working with, well, like, I don't mind working with other people. Like, when I worked retail, like, at a grocery store, because I used to work at a grocery store, like, it was great. It was fantastic. Because I worked alone all the time. There's, like, other employees right all near me doing their own thing, but I'm sitting there just manning the register. I was a cashier at a grocery store. And it was great. All I had to do was sit there, stand there, and just bag people's groceries and be like, yo, what's up? How's it going? Let me bag your groceries for you. Your credit card declined? Skill issue, bitch. That's all I had to do. So, I mean, like, I didn't have to work with any other people. Honestly, yeah, I would much rather just not work with other employees, frankly put. But, like, I don't mind working with other people. It's just, like, team projects I hate. But yeah, work alone most of the time. Yeah, that's fine by me. I just don't like team projects. Why? Because I don't like dealing with other people's BS. just to not put it lightly at all. Let's see. You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time. Depends on the philosophical questions. Some of them are just fucking stupid, yo. Disagree, though. You feel more drawn to busy, bustling atmospheres than to quiet, intimate places. Disagree. If a decision feels right to you, you often act on it without needing further proof. I always do my research. You often feel overwhelmed. Nah. You complete things methodically without skipping over any steps.
T-Rox donated $5. Hello.
Hey.
I recently found out your channel
How's
and
it going?
enjoy how sincere you are with your life situation. I can relate. By the way, are you a fan of Serial Experiments Lane? Or why the Lane avatar?
Hey, appreciate the dono, T-Rex. Appreciate the money, my man. Appreciate you stopping by. Glad to hear you recently found the channel. And hope you're enjoying the videos, the live streams, the content that I have out there. Hope you're enjoying everything, of course. Thank you so much for the donation, my man. Appreciate the $5. You're just asking, by the way, are you a fan of Serial Experiments Lane? Yes, I am. Why the Lane avatar? Lane's based. She's based, and she be hanging out on The Wired. And, well, I'm doing a live stream on The Wired right now, so why wouldn't Lane be here? Lane based, though, for real. Lane do be based. Lane absolutely based as hell. I really enjoy Serial Experiments Lane. It's not like my absolute favorite anime of all time. That would go to Yuru Camp. But Serial Experiments Lane is absolutely still in my top 5, if not in my... Well, it's top 10, if not in my top 5. Great anime. Lane, based character, and just great show as a whole. And since I'm doing a live stream on The Wired, I figure what better way to represent than having Lane on my live stream. That's what I'm saying, at least. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, at least. So, you know, gotta do it. Gotta do it. Appreciate the dono. Once again, T-Rex, thank you so much for the dono, my man. Hope you're enjoying the live stream. Hope you're having a great day. Appreciate you stopping by. And, yes, I am indeed a fan of Serial Experiments Lane. I will readily acknowledge. I do enjoy Serial Experiments Lane. And low-key, I've been needing to get me a Serial Experiments Lane t-shirt. I think that shit would go hard. So I kind of do need to do that, I ain't gonna lie. Is that a kind of horror anime? Not really horror. It's more sci-fi... It's like avant-garde sci-fi philosophical. It's not really horror. Are there dark aspects to it? Absolutely. But it's not horror or thriller. It's a sci-fi philosophical anime that makes you think. But it's certainly not a horror anime by any means. That's kind of my personal take, at least. But appreciate the dono once again, T-Rux. Hope I got to answer your question to the full extent. And hope you're having a good one as a whole. Appreciate the dono once again, my man. Appreciate the money. Thank you so much for the donation, my man. And hope you're having a good one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? You complete things methodically without skipping over any steps. Oh, depends. I'm going to have to small agree on that. You prefer tasks that require you to come up with creative solutions rather than follow concrete steps. Depends on what I'm being asked to do. You are more likely to rely on emotional intuition than logic reasoning. No. Like, if I see a product and it gets bad reviews, but I'm like, I really want it, I'm not fucking buying it. It gets bad reviews. I'm not buying it. Kind of thing. Hard to disagree on that. You struggle with deadlines. Not really deadlines. I get my shit done, but I also just plan so far in advance that I just, like, have the opportunity to get my shit done for, like, literally months. Small disagree. You feel confident that things will work out for you. Yeah. I'd have to say so. Your gender, optional. Male. Boom. What am I? Boom! Got him! INTJ again. Let's go. Yeah. INTJ-A, apparently. Supposedly. Very cool. INTJ architect. Yeah. This is the 4th time I've gotten INTJ in a row. So, I think it's safe to say I'm an INTJ. I think it's safe to say. Sounds fire, not gonna lie. Just got a Crunchyroll subscription, so the new recommendations are appreciated. Hey, glad to hear you know what I'm saying. I've got some other recommendations that I can give you as well. I'll paste it in just a minute into the chat. I've got my anime list, so you're free to take a look at that if you'd like to, and take a look at my top 10 anime if you want to look at some recommendations. But yeah, INTJ. INTJ-A. Yes, sir. I don't know what INTJ-A means, but I know what INTJ-A means. But let's see. 78% introverted, 79% intuitive, 85% thinking, 82% judging, 67% assertive. Unlocked? Hell nah, bro. I ain't paying for this shit. Fuck that shit. I ain't paying for it. Hell nah, bruh. Hell nah. Hell nah. I ain't paying for that shit. No way. They be, like, the last time I took this, they weren't really trying to get you to pay for anything at all. They're really trying to get you to pay now. Oh my god. They be trying to hella get you to pay. $9? Bro, I ain't paying $9. I genuinely don't care. INTJ, Friedrich Nietzsche, Michelle Obama, Elon Musk, Christopher Nolan, okay. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Colin Powell, Samantha Power, Walter White, yes sir! I am Walter White. Y'all heard it here first, y'all. I am Walter White, or at least I have the same personality as him. Jesse, we need to cook. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. INFP gang, rise up. Get that fucking feeler shit out of here, bro. I will start Myers-Briggs racism right now. Get that feeler shit out. Just kidding. Just kidding. I value everybody's opinion. Not. I don't. I really don't. Just kidding. Just kidding. Gandalf the Great, let's go. Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, INTJ. Sorry, I do be feeling... Hey, it be like that, you know what I'm saying? It be like that. Hey, I ain't dissing on it. I just wanted to joke around because INTJs generally like shitting on feelers. So I had to do it. The moment I saw it, I was like, man, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I hate to say. I'm sorry. My condolences, but I had to do it. I mean, no personal offense. That's bullying? No, I'm not bullying anybody. No, I'm not. No. Myers-Briggs racism goes crazy? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So in my family, I am one of 3 INTJs. In my extended family, I am one of 7 INTJs. It runs in my family. Almost everybody in my family, an immediate family, is an INTJ. That's not a joke. Genuinely, my entire family is INTJ. Which, if you ask me, based. What is the INTJ-A? I don't know what INTJ-A means. What does that mean? INTJ-A. Assertive architect. People with the personality are often confident, independent, and strategic thinkers. Okay. Well, there we go. 1 to 4. Oh, yo. I feel like I'm a shiny Pokemon. I'm a shiny Pokemon, y'all. Oh my god. Y'all see this shit? I am 1 to 4% of the population. 1 to 4% of the population. I am literally a shiny Pokemon. Holy crap. Like literally 1 to 4. That's literally the percentage you get for shiny Pokemon. I am a shiny Pokemon. Let's go. I am a shiny Pokemon. Let's go. Bro is low-key a minority? Bro, you didn't need to put it like that, man. Oh, man. Jung archetypes? What is Jung archetypes? I got no idea. Look up ENTP. No, I'm scared of them. Genuinely. I'm not really super scared of ENTPs. I'm more scared of ENFPs. I'm more scared of ENFJs. In all honesty. ENFPs and ENFJs scare me. Genuinely. It's not that one of my exes was one of those. I'm just scared of them. I'm supposed to be good at thinking. I'm pretty mid at thinking, but, you know, we be thinking. We just be thinking out here, you know what I'm saying? We be thinking both inside and outside the box. I'm supposed to be good at thinking. I'd say I'm not bad at thinking, but we ball, you know what I'm saying? Yes, sir, yes, sir. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. That's what I'm saying. What I find really amusing, though, I looked at the INTJ subreddit years ago. I hate to say it. Thank God I've never posted on the subreddit before, but I looked at it just to see, like, what people had to say. I hate to say, a lot of times it is some of the most cringe shit possible. Okay, this is based. Like, plant collection. Okay, that's based. How to get women as an INTJ man. Like, bro, just get on Tinder. You don't need to ask this on Reddit. Like, just go ask people out. It doesn't matter if you're an INTJ or not. It doesn't matter. You just need to know how to ask women out, bro. This doesn't need to be like, bro. How do you ask out an INTJ as an INTJ? You ask them if they want to go out. It's nothing more complex than that. Like, oh my god, the subreddit, I hate to say it, the subreddit for INTJ, kind of low-key. This is based. This is based. But a lot of it, I hate to say, is kind of cringe. I hate to say it. And I think it's because it's a lot of people that are probably 15-year-old INTJs on here. Let's just look at all time. Every INTJ ever. No. Genuinely, I don't give a fuck about this. Genuinely. Every INTJ ever. See, I highly doubt the person who posted this is an INTJ, though, because, what? I don't give a fuck. I genuinely don't care what this says. I don't give a fuck. This is some feeler shit. Like, yeah, funny, cool. I don't care. Stages of knowing an INTJ. Cringe. Okay, now see here, this is pretty good. Son, if you can't say anything nice, don't something clever but devastating. See, okay. See, I've been getting roasted by my aunt for the last fucking 20 years of my fucking life. Every time I see her, she has some roast to say. Something to say. And it's just like a clever roast. It's not anything particularly mean, but it's just like clever. I finally got her back. She was talking about her phone plan. And she said she's paying like $60, $70 a month. And I was like, why are you paying $60, $70 a month? She goes, it's a good phone plan. And I was like, but why? Why would you pay that? I pay $15 a month. That's not a joke, by the way. I literally pay $15 a month for my phone plan. And she's like, why would you do that? And I'm like, because it's $15 a month. And she's like, yeah, but all of ours together cost like, because she's got her own family, of course. And she's like, well, all of ours together cost like $200. And I'm like, bro, all of ours together cost $45. She didn't talk about her phone plan any after that. Just straight roasted. It wasn't even a very good roast, but I roasted her. Fucking got him. How the fuck do you pay $15? Mint Mobile, baby. Mint Mobile. Ryan Reynolds type shit, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Ryan Reynolds don't even own it yet. I know a lot of people pay a lot for their phone plans, but I'm a cheap ass. I don't got no unlimited plan. I got like 4 gigabytes a month in data and unlimited calls, and that's it. And I pay $15 a month through Mint Mobile. No joke. That is literally what I do. Mint Mobile, baby. Yes, sir. And there's other companies like Mint Mobile that you're able to get as cheap as Mint Mobile. I literally just use budget carriers. And then when I travel overseas, I just get SIM cards there. Genuinely. Mexico, I get Telcel. Japan, I just get tourist SIMs. Canada, okay, they did do international date roaming for Canada, so that wasn't a big deal. But, yeah. $15. Crippling roast? Yes, sir. It doesn't cost $250 together, but $200 is still pretty close. But I roasted her. And low-key, I'd be kind of roasting this, the INTJ subreddit. But this, though, this is realistic. This is the first relatable post I'm seeing on the INTJ subreddit. I have now rotated from calling things cringe to becoming cringe myself within like 15 minutes, so I'm no longer doing that. I'm A-okay. Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball Z were my childhood favorites. I can never see myself watching Dragon Ball Z. There's just too much. But genuinely, I really do want to watch Sailor Moon. I've heard really good things, and there's not like a million episodes like Dragon Ball Z, because Dragon Ball Z literally has like 500 episodes, doesn't it? I just can't watch an anime with 500 episodes. I'm not going to be able to do it. You haven't watched Futurama? I thought it just said Futura. I've seen Futurama. Yeah, Futurama is really good. I really like Futurama. But it said anime. So I thought it meant like Futurama like an anime. Or like Futura an anime. But I have seen Futurama. Futurama is really good. I really enjoy it. Guess Ghost in the Shell is just chopped liver. Ghost in the Shell is based, yo. I really like Ghost in the Shell. Ghost in the Shell is super fucking good. Akira, Ghost in the Shell, both based. Futurama based, really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed. I need to rewatch it. I also need to watch like the new episodes on like HBO Max, low-key. Yeah. When's the next GTA stream? Probably sometime this weekend. Not gonna say exactly when. Probably sometime this weekend. Yeah. As a kid, did not care for episodes and seasons. Oh, you just watch the movies? Makes sense. Makes sense. But yeah, I do need to watch Sailor Moon though. I do. I've heard really good things about it, and I don't mind magical girl animes by any means, which might seem ironic because I'm like a guy. I actually don't mind magical girl anime. I really don't. And I think if done right, it can be very good for. I think if done right, it can be very enjoyable for all audiences. And I mean, like Sailor Moon is literally the anime that popularized the magical girl genre, so I feel like it's worth my time to try. Ghost in the Shell, good, but not representative of anime. Yeah, I'm going to agree with that. It's just like Ghibli is really good, but it is not representative of all anime by any means. Futurama is not an anime. Never said it was. It is not an anime, you are correct. Not an anime. It's an American cartoon. Not technically an anime. It is animated, but it is not an anime. Your wife enjoyed the latest movies of Sailor Moon? Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Gogias' Peak. You watched 40 episodes of it? Bro, were you up for like 18 hours watching all 40 episodes? Jesus Christ. It took me a week and a half to get through Code Geass. Oh my fucking god. Holy shit, my man. That's fucking wild. Code Geass is really good. But, I can't believe you watched all that in one day. That's crazy. Elfen Lied is way more than that. I'm sure it is. I was just like, after watching the first episode, I was just like, yo, I just watched a naked chick just murder like 50 million people. Okay, like, not 50, like 150 people. I was just like, it just put a bad taste in my mouth, and I was just like, yeah, I'll try watching it again another time. Just put a bad taste in my mouth, in all honesty. 90s anime art style is peak. I would disagree with that. I would disagree with that. It's not peak. It's just really good. 80s anime is really good. 90s anime is really good. Early 2000s anime is really good. 2010s good. 2020 is really good. Not peak. Just good. Really good. Watch Fist of the North Star. I've heard really good things. I do need to watch it. I really do. I ain't gonna lie. I really do need to watch it. Ooh, that was some good shit. That was some good fucking knuckle cracks right there. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I definitely do need to watch Fist of the North Star. I also really need to watch fucking Golden Kamuy. I've heard really good things about it. I'm currently watching what is it? It's oh man. I'm currently watching Decadence, which I'm really enjoying. I'm currently watching it. I'm like, I think 8 episodes in right now. It's an action sci-fi. It's an action sci-fi show with 12 episodes done by Studio Nut. Haha, got him. Licensed by Crunchyroll. And it's very enjoyable, and I'm really enjoying it. Came out like 2019 or 2020 actually, I think it was. And no, I'm really enjoying it. It's really good. The first episode, at the end of the first episode, it really throws you for a loop, and for beginning of the second episode, it really throws you for a loop as well. And then it's kind of like a mix of like post-apocalyptic, like Hunger Games, sci-fi, Maze Runner with Kaiba, the anime. So if you like Kaiba, I think you definitely find this one interesting as well. If you like Hunger Games, which I personally really liked Hunger Games when I was a kid, I think you'll enjoy this one as well. And it's really good, and I really enjoy it. So I'd highly recommend. Binx Stream? What is Binx Stream? B-I-N-X. I've got no idea what that is. Space Dandy is really good. I need to watch it, yeah. Bakemonogatari is really good if you want to watch cerebral stuff. I really want to watch Bakemonogatari. But if I watch it, I'm never going to admit that I watched it. Genuinely. If I watch the Monogatari series, I will never tell anybody ever that I watched it. I will genuinely never ever tell anybody I watched Monogatari. Never. Join our cult? No, I won't. Thank you. No, I do need to watch Space Dandy though. I've heard really good things. Dead Destruction is great. I need to watch it. I've heard really good things. Yeah. How's the Diesel Benz doing? Have 2 diesel BMWs and really want a diesel Benz. Those motors are indestructible. Yes, sir. Indeed, they are. Love them. And mine is doing great. It's doing fantastic. Haven't been driving it as much as of late because it's been a bit cold, and I need to replace one of the glow plugs. So it just hasn't really but want to start as well as it would like to if all the glow plugs were working properly. But it's still running great other than that. And certainly no complaints on my behalf, I will acknowledge. Excuse me. Been streaming now for about almost 3.5 hours. I gotta go take a piss though. I was gonna go literally take a piss at the 2.5 hour mark, and then I forgot to, and it's now been an hour and a half. I gotta go take a motherfucking piss. So I'm gonna go take a piss. I'm gonna go to another Coca-Cola, and I am gonna keep streaming for another hour or so, I do think. So I will be back. I'll be back, y'all. I gotta go take a motherfucking piss though. Let me tell y'all what. Hey, 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 it's Fat Albert. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I probably shouldn't be making Bill Cosby jokes, but, Bill Cosby, fucked up dude, yo. That shit's fucked up, yo. Pff, what the fuck, Bill Cosby? Why the fuck did you have to do that, yo? God motherfucking damn. Why did Bill Cosby do that shit, bruh? That shit fucked up, yo. For real, bruh. God damn. Shit fucked up, yo. Shit fucked up. For real. For real. Bill Cosby and Diddy collab. We're not going to talk anymore about that. How strong is this stuff? I'm like barely getting a buzz. Granted, I've been drinking really slowly today. 35%, that's probably why. It's like 5% lower than I usually drink. Bill Cosby is a bad guy if I do say so myself. Damn right. My parents bought a Bill Cosby parenting book when you were born? Or your parents bought a Bill Cosby parenting book when you were born? Bro, dead ass. Bill Cosby is not the right person to write a parenting book. Oh my god. Holy shit. That is too funny. Sipping some 50% right now. Felt that shit 2 drinks in. Yeah, I need to get some overproof from low-key. Because there's just not a lot. There's like one brand of overproof sold in my local area, and it's Goslings. But I want to try like this. I want to try the normal Goslings first. But I need to try some overproof rum. And see how that is, because like overproof rum, kind of want to use that in my rum and coke still. Like get like hella motherfucking blasted. You know, I'm like, gotta get hella motherfucking blasted. That's what I'm saying. Gotta do it. Gotta do it. How much to do a sidewalk slammer? What is that? Explain. Finish that tiny bottle? Like, I don't think I'm going to, but it is possible. I don't think I'm going to, though. I'm not going to try to. I'm okay. Hammered your vodka? Hope you're enjoying, my man. Hope you're enjoying. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I didn't catch what liquor you're drinking, man. I'm drinking some Captain Morgan Original. Rum and Coke in specific, so I'm not drinking it straight by any means. A 40 ounce and a 4 Loko pulled into it, a rugby tradition? Yeah, no, I'm okay. I'm chilling. I'm okay. Yeah, I don't think I'll be doing that. How much money to do that? Yeah, you couldn't pay me to do that because that would make me so sick because I can't drink any 40 ounce beers. I'm chilling. I'm chilling. I'm alright. Please stop using that fake lime juice. Organic limes. This is not fake lime juice. It literally, this is organic. It says organic lime juice. Organic lime juice. It's just like not. This is literally organic lime juice. It's not fake. It's not fake lime juice. Oh, well, I mean, like it kind of is. It says water, organic lime juice, citric acid, and organic essential lime oil. Okay, so it is kind of okay. So you were more correct than not, my man. I will admit I was wrong in this scenario. This is kind of low-key, high-key fake lime juice. Because it only contains actually 30% lime juice. However, it's a hell of a lot cheaper to just get a whole bottle than actually buying limes and cutting them up and not using the whole lime. So I just go for the bottle. Fresh limes taste so much better. I am sure they do. I am A-okay. I am A-okay. Because, well, it'd be expensive to just buy fruit, I ain't gonna lie. What is the date on that one? Hope we don't have a repeat of the lemon juice incident. Let's take a look. What is the date on this one? What is the date? April 2025. It says April 2125. So we got 1,000 years, or we got 100 years left on this one. Yeah, April 2125. No, I think that means April 21st, 2025. So yeah, we still got like over 2 months left. We're all good. We're all good. What the hell was the lemon juice incident? Take a look at my, don't spoil it, anybody. Don't spoil it. But watch my video where I drank a whiskey and Coke for the first time and you'll understand. You'll understand what it was. But don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. But, yeah. Check out my video. Check out my video for the whiskey and Coke. After the live stream, of course. Or, you know, keep both going at once. Might as well, right? Might as well. Yes, sir. Do you also drink neat liquor, Jacob? I mean, like, every once in a while. I like trying different neat liquors and stuff like that, but most of the time I'm mixing stuff. There's a couple liquors that I would much rather drink neat than like, mixed in. One of them is, like, Appleton 12. But there's really not too many that I'd much rather drink neat rather than mixed into stuff. But I don't mind drinking neat liquor every once in a while, I'll acknowledge. Like a multitasking? Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. That's what I'm saying, fried lasagna. That's what I'm saying. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Jacob tried to soak spilled lemon juice on an American Spirit black cigarette. I'm like, I actually have a video on that. Like, I genuinely have a video on that. That's not a joke. I don't know if that's the video you're referring. I don't know if that's what you're... I don't know if you're, like, low-key referencing that, but I do have a video where I literally squirt lemon juice onto a cigarette and smoke it, but it's not an American Spirit black. No, I literally do. It wasn't an American Spirit black, though. It was a State Express 555 Gold, if I remember correctly. But, no, I literally do have that video out there. Yeah. No, literally. Dead ass. Dead ass. You like a Moscow Mule? Never had one before. Need to try one. Ah, shit. I was at the liquor store today and I was like, man, I'm thinking about buying vodka because there was the type of vodka there that I like buying. But I was like, man, I don't really need no vodka. I should have bought some because I've been meaning to make a Moscow Mule and try one. Forgot to buy some. I haven't ever tried a Moscow Mule. I'll acknowledge. I have, however, tried a Dark and Stormy, which is instead of vodka and ginger beer, it is instead rum and ginger beer. And I found the Moscow Mule, not Moscow Mule, I found the Dark and Stormy to be very enjoyable. I really enjoyed it. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. It was very solid stuff, and I didn't mind it by any means. Burn, you're saying Jacob Jones, straight Tito's vodka, American vodka. I fucking hate Tito. Don't fucking bring up Tito's in my goddamn chat. I fucking hate Tito's vodka. That shit is fucking garbage. Tito's vodka is all fucking marketing. It's all fucking marketing. It's straight garbage. It tastes like trash. It's too expensive for what it is. It's all fucking marketing. It's literally garbage. I fucking hate Tito's vodka so goddamn much. I hate Tito's so much. Tito's is fake vodka made from Everclear and cut with water. No, deadass. That's kind of what it smells like and tastes like, I feel like, honestly, low-key. I'm sorry, I can tolerate it because you used to drink others like Grey Goose. No. Grey Goose is quality. Grey Goose is quality. You might be able to tolerate it because you used to drink others like Grey Goose. But Grey Goose is quality vodka. I've never tried it myself, but everything I've heard leads me to believe it's actually quality vodka. Tito's is literal garbage. Tito's is literal garbage, though. I feel you now, bro. Didn't know about advertising. I just like the taste. Hey, you know, if you like the taste, you like the taste. I'm not gonna diss it. If you enjoy it, hey, you enjoy it kind of thing. I fucking hate vodka, though. No, well, not just vodka. I'm like, I don't hate vodka. I hate Tito's vodka in specific. I used to think I hated vodka because I hated Tito's vodka that much. But no, I just hate Tito's. Genuinely, I just hate Tito's. Let's agree to disagree on taste. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Try Choppin' Polish potato vodka. Choppin's potato vodka? Dead ass? I didn't know Choppin' was potato vodka. I'm gonna have to keep that in mind. Good to know. Appreciate the information, my man. Yes, sir. Even though I don't drink only Polish vodka, I really like the rice vodka I got from Japan. That shit was fucking fire. That shit tasted so good. I gave my friend a bottle for his birthday because he's like predominantly a vodka drinker. And I'm like, I asked his opinion. He only really drinks like vodka and PBR. Like those are the only things he drinks. And I asked his opinion on Tito's, and I was like, what do you think of Tito's? And he was like, overpriced garbage. I was like, thank fucking God. He was like, Grey Goose is like way better for the price. I was like, that's what the fuck I'm saying. And I gave him a bottle of the Haku vodka I had, the rice vodka I had that I tried on video. I gave him a fresh bottle of that. And I was expecting. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get him a vodka he hasn't tried before. It's gonna be banger. Now I had tried it before, but he was like, yo, this is like one of my favorite vodkas. I was like, fucking hell yeah, my man, a man of fucking taste. That's what I'm saying, yes sir. But appreciate y'all stopping by today's stream. I'm gonna go and end today's stream. Hope you guys have enjoyed watching today's stream. Go like, subscribe if you guys haven't already. Check out my Instagram, my book, my merch, my P.O. box, and my other channels all in the description down below if you guys are watching on YouTube, and all in the About page down below if you guys are watching on Twitch. I have my website, www.jacobfuckingjones.com. If you guys go to my website, you guys can find all of my information about my book and my merch. Go check all that out. My book starts at $12 on Amazon. Go check it out. I've also got my merch, which starts at $19.99 on Amazon as well. Go check it out. But thank you so much for watching this stream, y'all. And till the next one, stay safe in peace and have a great one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying?